They'd be loud in their own home. This is where we watch stream chat. We wait for them to go, yep, it's totally happening. And it'll all be good. Oh, we are two sailors sailing on the sea. Oh, wishy-washy, wishy-washy, wishy-washy wee. If you wanna go away, then come along with me.
What song is that?
It's part of like kinder teaching music, I guess. Yeah, I sing that with the T-Man. He really likes it. It's one of his favorite songs. We sing that every Wednesday. He likes that, and he likes Ram Sam Sam. You know Ram Sam Sam? Does that?
No, how does that go?
It goes Ram Sam Sam, and you have to do this on your hands. So you go Ram Sam Sam on your knees, and then you go Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam, a Raffy, Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam. And I can generally pitch it better than that, but we're on stream, and that's embarrassing. But yeah, so these are basic. I think it's called kinder something, but this is how you teach children the fundamentals of music and timing. I don't even know if they're the right name for notes because I don't have any music. But like ta ta ti ti ta, tom and stuff like that. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that's the Kodai method, which is I did that back in the day when I was like a youngin learning about music. And yeah, there's a guy Zoltan Kodai who figured out ways to teach rhythm to really young people. He's a Hungarian guy. And it still persists to this day as a great method.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
yeah.
My taws and my tees.
Yeah, your taws and your tees. Yeah, so he's all up into that. We're tawsing and teasing, and I'm helping with it and learning it myself. We have flashcards at home with all the different, because there's like ta and t and tt and rest, and then the little period that makes it an extra half or whatever. So anyway, so when we get to class, she has flashcards and asks all the kids and stuff. So Taryn's got to be on top of that shit, man. All right, we are live. Welcome back to the stream. I think everything's fine. They're saying there's some background noise. The background noise may be females giggling and whatever else females do in the background here. But if you mean background noise like a static or something, then please let me know, and I'll see if I can do something about that. It's the females. Okay, sweet. Just the females. All right. It's the females. All right. No worries. That's okay. Females are loud. It's just a part of life. And an office setup. Okay, so here's the deal. Tonight, okay, again, we've changed things up. So this is the first time ever that we are in a new location to stream with. We're hoping to do the majority of our streams out of this place right here tonight. Unfortunately, Geoff couldn't make it down tonight because if you recall, last week was supposed to be our first, and then whatever. Geoff will be here next week in person next to me, and we can be all lovey.
And that's going to be on Wednesday, right?
Thursday. Right?
Is it Thursday? Oh, yeah, let me look at your calendar.
I think
yes, it is Thursday. That's
perfect. Right. So next Thursday, Geoff will be here with me. So actually, I should actually show you around here. I'll take this cam off. I don't want to wreck it up here. But we're actually in a place right now, and you can probably tell there's like ladders and stuff, and like it's a really nice place, but it's not quite finished. Like they're still like building stuff, and it's hard to describe. So anyway, so the place isn't quite ready yet. I'm actually I'm standing. I have no desk at all. I'm gonna stand for the entire stream tonight, standing desk style. Those are the people over there, ha 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 ha, and those are our gracious hosts. So yeah, so I'm in the new place, but not exactly as will be set up permanently with the whole standing thing. Right? You guys gonna get chairs and stuff?
You know, I was weirded out earlier because you were talking, you did this move that like was totally horizontal. And I was like, what is this freaky like chair? It's on like a rolling chair or something? I totally thought you were like, sitting down. That's pretty cool.
No, I'm standing up. I'm actually pretty excited to stand up because if you know Derek, he's on a standing desk now. And standing desks, yeah, they're becoming this new thing. And Personally, I'm like a total stander walker pacer. Geoff would know this. Anyone of my friends would know this. But like I like eating and I walk with my plate, and when I write I walk, and everything I do I generally walk. And the only time I ever like sit down is when I'm gaming because I can't move. So the idea of a standing desk and the idea like to be able to shift and pace as I'm playing is actually really, really exciting for me. So I'm eager to come back here and spend like 8 hours playing League and see how I do standing up versus sitting down, man.
Is that a dog tag ad going up behind you?
Yeah, that's create your own customized dog tags. MyDogTag.com sponsoring. You know what? Hey, I could MyDogTag.com sponsoring 53 megabits per second upload in this house right now. Did you see that speed test? I tweeted it out. Totally disgusting. It's hard. It's literally more than 50 times faster than my connection at home. 50 times faster than my connection home. And the best part is he pays almost the same monthly. That's about the best part. So
wow, so that's like
I need to move.
Like 5 megabytes up per second.
Yes, and so just to test for fun, I was like downloading something. I downloaded 7 gigs, and it took just a few minutes, and that was it. It was just coming down. I couldn't even. Yeah, it was like 10 gigs. 10 megabytes, 10 megabytes, 10 megabytes. I was like, holy shit, what's happening right now? It was crazy. So then I did stream tests for tonight. So I booted up a game, and I started playing. Then I loaded up our own stream in HD, started watching the stream. Then they're like YouTubing over there. And I was like, I just started opening up windows and opening up streams, opening up YouTube videos, and just trying to kill the stream. Just trying to do what I can. Did not fit. Didn't even affect my ping in League. I kept checking. Didn't even affect my ping. Like, didn't even do anything. Like, there's no amount of internet we can use here that's going to affect the stream tonight. And that's why this is the perfect place. As soon as we have chairs and a table. I'm actually, if you didn't see, I'm actually on styrofoam. I'm not kidding. See this? Can you see? Hold on. Here's my. By the way, this is my fucking pro Razer keyboard right here. That I'm so quickly falling in love with this thing. I'm on styrofoam. I made myself a styrofoam mat. Pretty pro, I know. But pretty cool. Gotta say. Awesome. All right, how are things out in Xville, Geoff?
Oh, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I made some smoked meat actually on the Weber, and it's really tasty. And yeah, I was eating meat.
You bastard!
Yeah, man.
I just realized that the Razer logo is missing from our stream right now. It's supposed to be over my face, and I don't know if I have the shit. How do I fix this midstream? Oh well, we'll just keep talking. Maybe in the background I'll load up some shit here. It was supposed to be there. I loaded the wrong PNG. Oh well, I'll fix that up. No worries. For people that can't see right now, clearly Razer's helping us out. And cool. Toronto's been very cold. For people that don't live here, it's been totally brutal this past couple weeks. Very cold. Some snow. Today was a weird snow hail that we don't get very often. Had a unique icon on the Weather Network. I've never seen the icon for it. It meant like blowing hard-ass snow. I don't even know what the icon meant, but it's the kind of snow you go outside and like stings your eyes. I don't know.
Oh, no. It means blowing hard-ass snow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. I was like, what the fuck icon is that? And you go outside, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ! I can't open my eyes! Like, it's the fucking don't go outside icon. Yeah, welcome to Canada. Perfect. That's, dude. Can you see that? There we go. My handmade Razer logo.
I think it's a bit overexposed. What is that?
A little too overexposed. This is Mark quickly brewed this up in the background. This is my until I get our on stream. This is our there we go. It's my here we go. Put that back right there. Sweet.
It's like 3 sperm fighting, or what is that?
Oh shit, son! You might have just gone on to something, man. Is that what it's? Is that what Razer's all about, man?
You know what else it looks like? Have you ever seen the Isle of Man flag? Look that up in the Google image search.
Yeah, sure. I have seen it before. As soon as I can type properly. Let's see here. Oh, geez, is that ever, huh? What a creepy flag that is. Holy jeez. I'll link it in chat right away so that everyone can see how creepy this flag is. And then maybe if I can, I'll save it on my computer and bring it to the stream here. I think XSplit's pretty good at doing quick stuff like this. Or maybe I can't drag and drop. Either way, that's a really creepy flag. Like, what's with the 3 legs running? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know, man. I don't understand flag logic. It's like it's gonna be your flag for like centuries and centuries. And like, you know, what is it? 1960, Canada's like Canada. Like, can you believe in this? I guess you want to keep it simple, nothing too fancy, whatever. But you know, there's a lot more research goes into a brand logo than a lot of flags, I guess.
True. All right. Well, I've tried my hardest. Oh, there it is. All right. SVG, does this open? Oh, it doesn't. That's the problem. All right. Okay. Anyway, neat flag. We have tonight, which is extra cool. Yeah. I was going to say something, and then I look in chat, and someone's like, why did MC lose? Man. Yeah, I want to, you know, yeah. He lost because of Zerg. Anyway. He also might have lost because he, you know, an all-in in Game 5. It didn't exactly go the way that he wanted to go. It's a bullshit map. It's a bullshit map pool. Fuck the GSL map pool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. He's going to dominate Heart of the Swarm. That's all that matters. And then I saved some free time because I don't give a shit about ZVT in the semifinals. So at least I have some more free time. No more GSL for me for a while. Now, what was I going to say before that guy reminded me of my heartbreak this morning? MC lost, by the way, in the GSL this morning. Sorry for spoiler anyone, but he lost his Zerg. What a fucking surprise. And it broke my heart. Anyway, I was doing something. I was in the middle of doing something. Shit. Oh, well, anyway. How you doing in LoL, Geoff? Are you level 30 yet?
29, man.
Oh, dude!
Yeah,
Sweet.
29, and I just bought more runes, got that pimped out.
Nice.
And, yeah, I find it's one of those things, like, you know, I've been doing 3v3, like, intermediate bot games just to get maximum XP.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to win, right? Unless and I do 3v3 just because the games go faster.
You do 3v3 bot games, and you buy yourself an experience boost. That's how you hit level 30, man, when you're a pro with a job. That's how it happens, man.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, 3v3 because, you know, there's more responsibility on me rather than having 5 people on the team and spreading out the responsibility. So you can, you know, if you have some sucky teammates, you can still win. But yeah, it was, you know, and then some people, since I've been playing with people online, they message me, they're like, I have an echo, apparently. Is that an echo problem? Can you hear it echoey through Skype, or is it a problem with the stream?
It sounds perfectly fine to me. I do not have any stream dialogue open in the background. I couldn't imagine how it's different than any other time, unless you're using a different mic or something. Let me
just listen to it here. I'm just going to talk for a bit. And can you hear me, Geoff? Is it echoey? Yeah, it sounds like I have a reverb or something, so there's some kind of quick delay. So maybe it's mixing. Anyway, it just sounds cool. It's not like you can't understand me, right? It just sounds like I'm like have like some cool like John Lennon type delay going on.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know what else it could be.
I can sing Instant Karma if if you guys like this effect. But yeah, it's so people are inviting me to like 5v5 games, and then we lose a game, we win a game, we lose a couple games, or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, there's my XP. Like, you know, even though I'm so close to 30, I want to get there, you know, before I start like actually playing for real. It seems like just because that last 1% rune or whatever you get. I can't even tell what you get the last level.
Well, you get your last quint. You get your last quint, and it's more than 1%. It's more like
that's a huge boost then.
Dude, it's fucking huge. Dude, if you're an AD carry like me, that's 2.25 attack damage. So if you're at like the average ADC probably has like without that rune maybe like 76, 78 attack damage. You get that rune, all of a sudden you're at 80, 81. When you only have 78 and you gain 2.25, that's what, a 5% boost in your flat attack damage level 1? 5%? Huge, man, huge. With your last hitting, like, man, like honestly, fuck, I don't even want to play against humans if I'm not level 30. Like, I fucking, to me, an account that isn't level 30 is a fucking, it's an account for playing bots, right? You're just leveling that shit. But, yeah, man, once you but no more excuses once you're level 30, man. You got it all. Well, except you're short on runes, maybe, but.
Yeah, you know, and then. Yeah, so yeah, well, what am I doing wasting my time, like not having my last quint? Like that's pretty balls. So I'm gonna yeah, you sold me. I'm gonna bot game all the way to 30 and get that because it is huge. But
yeah.
But then there's also the whole like philosophy of gaming, like about equal matching and ladder ranking and whatever. And like you know, like theoretically, like in StarCraft or I don't know how League of Legends works. I imagine it's the same, but you know, you should, if the matching system's good, you should win half of your games, you should lose half of your games. Back in the day, we'd play RTS, we would win 90% of our games. We'd just be stomping people. But at the same time, then you'd get into a game and there's a guy that's like, it's his first game, he doesn't know how to build a building, you know, and then you're like, fuck, we tried all this time to get a connection, we're like, you know, and it's like, fuck it, this isn't going to be a good game. But then you'd have the awesome games where you're playing awesome strats. So, but theoretically, you should have awesome games all the time where you're playing awesome strats. But then the problem is, you know, the anger I get from losing is how does that compare to the joy of winning in my overall viewing experience? You know? Do I want to lose half my games? Do I want to win only half my games? You know.
Yes. Well, yeah. I'm in a brutal spot right now. I haven't had too much time to play, so I'm sneaking in the games when I can. I'm on a 6-game losing streak right now. And it's getting fucked. And the last 2 games, I'm like 12-4, 11-5. Like I am carrying highest CS on the team, highest kill death ratio. Like I'm fucking carrying all I can, but you just can't carry enough because sometimes your teammates are just so bad. And I'm not saying that like I try to carry all the times or it wasn't partly my fault, but it's like, man, when you get like 6 losses in a row, like I started to rage like I haven't raged in like years. Like I started to just like not want to play the game anymore. I'm like, fuck this game. Or more like never want to play with people that I don't know. Like just solo queue is such a crapshoot, man. Like you get like, dude, 2 games in a row I have supports that are taking my CS. My support is just like competing for CS the whole game, not healing, not doing. It's just like fuck, shoot me in the head right now. That's what the fucking game will be over.
And you know, if you're losing 6 games, at least you can say, okay, you know, I'm going to be matched differently. You know, if I'm with noob solo queuing, I'm be matched with more newbie teams, and then I can carry the team more and win.
Yeah.
But what if, like, I don't know how the ranking system works, but what if the fact that you're kicking ass, you have all the kills of the team, you're not actually going down in rank in the matchmaking system? Like, I don't know, like maybe you're destined if you're solo queuing to like permanently like being matched against tougher and tougher opponents, and then you know, losing with the newbie people that you're matched with. Like,
yeah, it's all weird to me. I mean, I'm not really into ranked. On my very first League account, I played a little bit of ranked. This account, I have never even played a single ranked game on it, and it scares me a bit because like I played a lot of StarCraft 2, a lot of RTS like for the last whatever how many years, but I don't mind being ELO ranked when it's me. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Fuck it. I won, I lost. It's all up to me. Yeah. Oh, I lost. I guess he was better than me. Go on. But ELO ranking in League is like fluffy to me because there's 10 dudes in the game, 4 people on my team, and it's like, I'm telling you, I've just had an experience where 6 games in a row, and maybe one of those games did I have anything to do with the reason that we lost. You know what I mean? It's like, it kept really frustrating. And if I was playing ranked all those games and kept dropping ELO because my team doesn't fucking have the most fundamental understanding of how the game's supposed to be played, I just quit the game, man. I quit the game. But anyway, I'm going to start ranked soon, actually. I don't know. Until this, hopefully you will start relatively soon, but only duo queue. I will.
Yeah.
Well, unless I can play mid, or unless I want to go in there mid or feed, or jungler feed. But the idea of going into bot lane with a stranger is just too scary. Way too scary. A lot of people in the chat talking about Heart of the Swarm. Have you played Heart of the Swarm? You have beta,
No,
right?
I haven't.
Oh
played
no.
it.
Do you have beta? I meant to ask you that actually.
No. Why did you play it? I thought you weren't going to play it.
No, I played a lot of Heart of the Swarm. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I played a few games a few weeks after first came out because that's how long it took to get beta. and then I played a bit again recently because there's been so many changes. So it comes out next month. I don't know if you know this. And in less than 2 weeks, the Intel Extreme Masters in Germany, the World Finals, is going Heart of the Swarm for its World Finals. It's going to be the first ever major Heart of the Swarm tournament in the world. I think it's $100,000, and it's actually really, really cool, and you'll appreciate this too, because even if you don't watch Pro StarCraft, it's because all these Pro StarCraft players came from playing Wings of Liberty. They qualified for this huge World Finals, and now they're all being given the expansion, being like, okay, so what can you do? And to me, it's kind of neat. Like, in a way, it's a bit shitty because you're like, okay, well, you kind of qualified playing this game, and now you're going to play this slightly different game in the finals. But at the same time, it's like, mechanically, it's the exact same game. Mechanically, like you either had the mechanics or don't. And now what they've done is like, okay, you're a strat stealer. Oh, you've memorized a lot of build orders. Great, cool. Well, let's see how well your brain works, because here's Heart of the Swarm. It's like you have like 2 weeks to think up how the fuck you're going to play this game. Your mechanics are all the same, but who's going to come out ahead? And I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but like my gut tells me that the people that are going to finish in the top 5 are totally different than the people that normally finish in the top 5, and it's probably going to be older, more experienced RTS players versus the younger crowd.
But they've played beta though, right? Like everyone's played beta, so they know.
Yeah,
it's not.
Absolutely. But most of the pro gamers, even though beta's been out, they've had to play. I mean, they've still been in tournaments for Wings of Liberty, so you can't get really used to a Heart of the Swarm and then go to your Wings of Liberty tournament next weekend. Like just this morning. For me anyways, as I sat in my living room, it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I thought to myself, that was the last Wings of Liberty professional match I'm ever watching, was this morning. It was Game 5 of MC versus Roro. It's probably the last Wings of Liberty match I ever watched. So it's kind of, I don't know, at the end of an era, but we're transitioning to something new. Super excited about Heart of the Swarm. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, but an experiment I'd love to do would be take the best StarCraft players and give them Command and Conquer generals. And just say go figure it out from scratch.
Well, speaking of which, man, to derail it for a second, but did you know that this morning? I bet you don't know this, man. This morning,
I don't know this. It's juicy. It's gonna be awesome.
The third faction for Generals 2 was released this morning. Did you know this?
What is it? Oh, no way.
Well,
is USA GLA something else?
It's EU. European Union replaced the USA. So now the EU is the new... See, I don't know the fiction, but I think if you look at where Generals was going and how relevant it was to modern politics at the time that it was released, and you look at Generals 2 now, it's like, I think the USA and the fiction Generals is done. It's been nuclear, like, it's gone. North America's gone. So now the new war and the new factions, EU is the new USA. GLA is still GLA, Global Liberation Army, fighting always, already decided, top GLA in the world right here, gonna happen. And the new faction is, well, let's see, it has Overlord tanks with, I don't know, Gatlin upgrades. It's got some Gatlin tanks, man. Let's see, it's got some fucking nuke cannons, man. It fucking does. But in order to not make it banned in China instantly, like the last Generals was, the team is not called China. No, it's the Asia Pacific Alliance, APA. So it's the EU versus GLA versus APA, Asia Pacific Alliance. All the units are the same. I was reading tons of shit this morning, man. I was seriously goosebumps. Stacy was looking at me, she's like, well, what are you reading? Because I was looking at it like this. I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I'm really trying not to get excited, because I know I'm going to be disappointed. But, man.
You don't sound excited at all, Jay.
Dude. Dude, it's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I'm looking at these screenshots of all... Oh, man. And anyway. So, GLA this time. Angry mobs are your Tier 1 unit. It's angry mobs and terrorists are your Tier 1. And then your Rebels RPGs are actually late tier now and good, not shitty. So right out of the gate, what you have shitty tanks versus pristine tanks versus angry mobs, apparently with picket signs and Molotovs and just like crazy GLA shit, man. Like it's
Picket signs. That's hilarious.
It's basically like, yes. So apparently it's so beautiful graphically, just to watch like angry mobs like overrun tanks and burn them and stuff. The way you would look at your news footage and see like, oh, in Syria, a bunch of crazy civilians have fucking got mad at the tank that was bullying them, and they all jumped on top of it and shit. That's what's happening, man. That's the GLA. The next game.
Yeah, Generals was always like politically interesting too. Like they would take the archetypes of each faction's culture and heighten them. And I remember there was that one post on our forums back in the day. It's like, you know, Generals, Command and Conquer Generals makes fun of China with the silly China things they say. It makes fun of GLA with the silly, like, Terrorist things they say. Yeah. But they don't make fun of USA at all.
No, not at all.
Like, yeah. Dude, like preserving freedom, like, remember the other stuff that they used to say? Like,
well, just like when you would go to capture oil, as soon as you put the oil derrick down, they'd be like, preserving freedom, beep, beep, like getting the oil. It's like, I don't...
I wonder if they'll do that, if it'll be, like, politically interesting and have, like, kind of, like, sort of jokes like that.
I think so. The reviewer, there was a huge review came out this morning, and that's what revealed the third faction. And he was pretty happy with the dialogue, like the little clicks. and Command & Conquer was always great for this. StarCraft doesn't do this, but even when you click a guy, depending on the situation he's in, he will change what he's going to say. So if you click him and they're getting their ass kicked, like he might say, "We're under heavy fire, shit!" Like, you know, versus when you click him, he's like, "Yeah, everything's great here, cool. Move me where you want."
Yeah, it's neat to have him react to that.
Yeah, there's actual feedback and stuff, but I think I saw where they, I can't remember. Oh shit! What did China? It was USA or China had those EM. Oh my god! You can tell I only played GLA. The tanks that dodged missiles. That made missiles lose their tracking. What was that called? EMT? No.
Oh, yeah.
That's back.
That was in Zero Hour, right? It was the expansion, or?
Yeah, that was only in the expansion. Yeah. Do you remember what that's called?
No. Look it up, because I'm curious. Someone's probably link it in the chat.
And because it's been said a million times, China Inf is for noobs. It probably is still for noobs because, as far as I know, there was never a balance patch after the 7th. So, totally for noobs. But those China Inf APCs, they're in there, man. I saw them in the screenshots. Man, you know, this game was announced. It was like a year ago, and people asked me to like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. EA, don't even think about it." And I've like promised myself I would not get into it, but. Man, I am so fucking excited for this now, dude. It's kind of scary. Just looking at those screenshots. Oh, man. Link them in chat here. I don't even know. Just imagine. Generals again. In the year 2013. Streaming now. How many people, honestly, in the chat, if I stream Generals 2, would you guys want to watch the fucking old school GLA kicking ass in chat? Like, come on, right? Right? There's something, right? That's... Because honestly, when I hear about that coming out, I'm like, okay, I'm streaming. That's my new job. That's it. I'm done. Fucking not acting, not writing, not anything. I'm gonna just stream Generals 2 all fucking day, man. Because man, fucking GLA. When I look at those technicals, it's pretty exciting. And the reviewer's like, it feels faster than I remember too. I'm like, oh yeah, man. You've just been playing too much StarCraft. You've been playing Slowcraft. You think StarCraft's fast? Shit, man. Anyone think StarCraft 2 is fast? Needs to fucking play some Generals. Like, Jesus. StarCraft's slow motion, dude.
Yeah, the feel of the units. I know, like just the way that the technical maneuvers and how it reverses sometimes, and like, you know, it was just such a. You know, there was so much depth in what you could do in the maneuvers with the units, whereas StarCraft was just like, oh, this one moves this way and has this. You know, there was different, like the turning radius on the buggies and the buses was like, gave you these weird, like fluid mechanics of like, you know, that gave you this the sensation of like epic maneuvers, like, oh, look at the bus turning and look at all the rockets and he just makes it away barely in the turn radius, and like.
It's all gonna happen again, man. It's all happening soon.
So.
Also, I don't I mean, I could be pulling this out of my ass because all I've heard is very soon. But I know people that know, but can't tell me because it's NDA'd. So all they can be like is like, it's very soon, dude. That's all they can tell you. Very soon, dude. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I actually think this beta's hitting within 60 days. I really, really do think that. The body language I'm given is like, this beta, we're on the doorstep, man. It could be tomorrow. Tomorrow morning you might wake up and be like, oh shit, I'm installing motherfucking Generals 2. I'm actually driving a technical around, and it's free to play. And it has no single-player campaign. It's like, it's my dream. Like, if you could go back in, like, to 2004 and ask Jarett Cale, then, like, what do you want in the world? They'd be like, well, I want generals, but no single-player campaign, and make it free-to-play multiplayer, and figure out how to monetize it elsewhere. They're like, well, here it is, man. New graphics, free-to-play, no single-player campaign. Fuck all that shit. Here's generals.
So what if like, you know, Generals is released and you're playing it, and then you hear like a knock at the door, and like door opens, it's like psh, and there's like an older, like gray-haired you who's like, Jarett Cale, I traveled back through time and I made Generals. Like,
dude,
Generals 2. Like you wouldn't be surprised, right? Because it's like it's not been your dream for so many years.
It has. And I realized, and I think that I was hiding from it last year when it was announced, because you know, again, you don't want to believe in it, but the guy, the lead designer, John Van Kagum, JVC. I actually don't know how to say his name perfectly because everyone calls him JVC, and he is the original creator of Might and Magic. Totally unrelated in every way, designed to fiction, to generals, but he's a very famous figure in game design. He's been working in the industry for a long, long time. And like 2 years ago, randomly I was in LA and I was having lunch. I was having like a business lunch, and he was there. And so we had a huge talk about just gaming in general. And I think mostly I talked about Ultima Online, because that's generally when I meet developers, and especially we have a couple beers and I start ranting about Ultima Online and how, you know, it was like the most forward-thinking game ever, and blah, blah, blah. But I also talked a bit about generals, and I kind of went off about, because the two greatest games in the world, in my opinion, like the two that had probably the biggest impact on my life, were Ultima Online and Command & Conquer Generals. Like, those two games were just so special. And so this guy, JVC, Might and Magic, whatever. So at the time, he was the lead designer of Tryon World's first, and still probably only MMO, and I think it's called Rift. I don't know if that's right, Rift. And so we had this huge talk, and I thought, oh, I'm talking to this guy who's making an MMO. Now, like 2 months later, I hear that he's left Tryon. He no longer works there. And EA picked him up. And he's doing some work at EA, and I was like, oh, shit, like, I wonder what he's doing at EA. And then a couple months after that, it's like, oh, he's now at Victory Games, an EA-related development studio, working on a secret project, which turns out to be Generals fucking 2, that he's the lead designer of. So this guy that I had this lunch with, and I'm just ranting and raving about what made Generals and UO so amazing, and how games today are totally fucking missing the point. This guy is now in charge of Generals 2 and making Generals 2, and from everything I've seen so far, and I know for a fact from that lunch, like, this guy is very bright. Like, he's an unbelievably smart man. You know, it's the kind of guy you talk to for a few minutes, you're like, oh shit, you feel a bit intimidated because his fucking brain's so big when you're talking to him. And so he's in charge of it. So, and you read it, and I've read interviews with him, and he seems to get it. Like, they know that they can't ever charge to win, they can't do this, they can't do that. He even calls back to what made AoE flop, a free-to-play RTS. He knows what made the other free-to-play RTSs flop. And I know he's smart enough to figure it out. And it's right there, man, because honestly, someone can take out StarCraft 2. It's called free-to-play. Like, I mean, if your game's not free-to-play and it's on PC in 2013, your business model is from the 1990s, just like Blizzard's is. Someone's ready. It's ripe to take out StarCraft 2 because StarCraft 2 is living in the year 1990 with their business model. It might be a great game, but $60 up front plus expansion packs, come on, right? Come on. But, man, Generals 2, imagine. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But imagine for a second, Generals 2 became the biggest RTS on planet Earth. Imagine that. Fuck, man.
StarCraft 2, aren't most games like custom games? Like, isn't StarCraft 2 arcade bigger than the actual StarCraft 2 game?
It is. Well, if you look at actual number of people playing, then it's already bigger than the people playing the vanilla like game.
Yeah. So, like, you know, is Generals 2 going to have that kind of...
No. As far as I know, there's no single player. There's no, at least at launch, no mapping, no modding, none of that stuff. Which I would say is going to hurt them. Because if you look at, you know, like StarCraft 2, and you look at Warcraft 3, like look what happened with Dota, right? And look how important it was to have modding. But League of Legends throws a wrench in that whole philosophy. It's like League of Legends has none of that either. They have one map, Rift, Summoner's Rift. They have no mapping, no modding, nothing. Biggest game on planet Earth. So I would say that it's going to hurt them that there's no mapping, modding, but at the same time, it's like there's evidence that it might not do anything whatsoever. And I do believe, like, if they focus all their effort, just make the fucking best game. Just make the fucking game so good. Like, make the units really feel good when you move them, and just make the interactions like really pure and good and fun. Then fuck, you don't need custom maps, dude. Custom maps are a distraction because your game isn't fun enough, dude. Like, if you're relying on your own user base to take your game and make it more fun, then your fucking game isn't fun enough. how I feel about the StarCraft 2 arcade. I don't want to look for arcade games, man. Blizzard should have made StarCraft 2 more fun then. Why the fuck am I looking for a game another user made, dude? You're the professional designer. How come your game isn't fun enough? So fuck.
Yeah, well, I guess there's some value to having this sort of, open, democratic process of
It is, yeah.
natural selection, and I would be surprised if Blizzard took the #1 game in the StarCraft arcade and made a spin-off, right?
Yeah.
Which they have rights to
they do, yeah.
in the agreements. So,
which
there's some value to that, to just letting everybody design every game and then actually selecting the best one.
Which they have rights to, which they specifically carved out, as far as I know, because of what happened with Dota in Warcraft 3. So Warcraft 3, if you don't know, Warcraft makes Warcraft 3 is this awesome game, pretty awesome. I never really got into it, but I know a lot of people did, so it obviously must have been an awesome game, and has a huge community. And then this guy makes Dota, this user, IceFrog, makes Dota, and it just starts taking off. And before you know it, Dota became more played than Warcraft 3 on Warcraft 3. So more people started buying Warcraft 3 to play Dota than buying Warcraft 3 to play Warcraft 3. And so Blizzard sees it and is like, well, shit, we spent all this money, we invested all this money into building all that backend and building the engine and building all this shit. And meanwhile, that's not the core lure of our game anymore, is the game that we actually built. It's the fact someone else took this. So they come up with StarCraft 2 like, well, we aren't going to make that mistake again. We're going to monetize it all. We're going to build an awesome marketplace where people can monetize this and that. And that's why they've been so firm with it. But then in reality, of course, what happened is I don't know what happened to their monetization scheme. Like, it just never came to fruition. It never released. Map modders in StarCraft 2 were supposed to be able to sell their maps, make cool custom maps, sell it for real money, and take it 70% and all this stuff, like iTunes, And I don't know, man. I just think from the ground up, if you're a game developer, I don't think your primary strategy would be like, let's build something really open-ended, so let's hope our users make a good game out of this. It's like, maybe you should really make the good game.
Yeah, you're not making an engine.
You're not making an engine, yeah. But if you want to release an engine, that's cool, like Gary's mod or that kind of shit, right? It's like, if that's all it is. But anyway, I'm excited, but I shouldn't be. It'll probably disappoint me.
Man, we got to keep streaming throughout the whole, pre-life beta.
Yes.
And either it'll be like related streams and ranting about awesome games and awesome stuff happening, or it'll be like the most depressing stream progression you've ever seen.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have no ongoing relationship with EA. As far as we know, there's no EA games in the movie. There's no reason whatsoever to not be, the most brutally honest possible. So you can expect my most honest possible opinions on Generals 2 when it hits. And I will be playing it. I will be playing the shit out of it, at least for the first week. And so we'll see what happens. I'll take a few days off work. The day that beta hits, and I have that email that says, "You're gonna play this game today, dude."
Have you signed up? Do I have to sign up?
I did sign up. Yeah, sign up right now.
Right now.
You need an Origin account to sign up, though.
Oh man, do I have one from ages ago?
And also, if the beta hits and I don't get it, but someone in the chat does, we might be able to work out an exchange here, my friend, because it means a lot to me. Like a lot to play that game, man.
Hey, you know what I just realized? Weren't we supposed to call someone on Skype?
Yes.
2 minutes into the stream.
Yeah, I was, and I wrote him and I asked if he's still there, and he hasn't got back to me. Now I'm getting scared, dude. This happened last time too, where it's just like, fuck. This was 100% my fault because we started talking about generals. And anyone that knows me in real life knows that you do not bring up generals when I'm around, because goodbye to the next 45 minutes.
Conversation. Yeah. Hey, so are you going to call our guest? Or,
I want to. Yeah, I've let our guest FPS Dog. We can. FPS Dog is around. He's around.
Yeah.
He's on Skype. He was like waiting at the start of the chat. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring you in 2 minutes. Just going to intro. We bring up generals. I'm like, fuck, get generals.
All right, I got to take a 5-minute break. So yeah, you should call Joel, get him on video, and then call me back.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, hold on. Do you need? Is it super urgent? I'm extra-duting him.
Not super urgent. Just if he's ready, you can get on video for a while, and then we can both hop on.
That'd be perfect.
Just gonna go eat a quick sandwich or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't. Actually, I have some pizza Here, this thing doesn't really go down far enough. I think it's kind of oddly. Mark made me some pizza. I don't even know what's on it. It's a lot of trust I'm putting in him right now. But I haven't. There he is. Sweet. So what I'll do then is yeah, I'll let you go. I'll say goodbye. Right. You get your food, and then I can bring in Joel's video.
Awesome.
Right? Assuming Joel has video. I don't know if Joel has video or not. Let me ask him.
I will Skype message you in a bit.
Okay, don't be longer than 5, man.
No problem.
I carry enough in League. Don't gotta carry the stream too.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Hey, stream. All right. Video call.
Yo, what up?
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude.
Do you have video?
This will work.
Oh, I can see it loading. I haven't looked at your face in a while. Ah, I love you, man. It's
I just bought a mouse this morning. All my shit was just garbage, you know.
Yeah. All right, we're live, I think. Well, we'll see. I like to watch chat. That's how I know for sure. But there's some Skype problems always. It's a really weird XSplit bug that never used to exist, but if your Skype window is like fits perfectly, then it crashes. So I have to jerry it with some borders, otherwise it
fits perfectly, really.
Yeah. So get on that Skype. I mean XSplit or whoever. But let's see here, loading up.
Here, actually, you know what? Let me change my setup here. Give me a sec. I just had that fucking tool, man.
And we're back. All right. No, don't go watch Boy's stream. You want to watch our stream, man. Later tonight, I'm going to show Voyboy how to top lane.
Oh, motherfucker.
We're back, and Joel's leaning off the screen. They want to see it.
Fucking trying to fix some shit here.
I was worried what part of your body that was, but it was your head.
I should have had this set up first, man.
That's all right. Funny, man, this camera. I forgot my webcam today, some boring one, and it doesn't have the most functionality. That's better. Better framing. Right, my eyes are at about 1/3 now. Alright, man. Camera fixing this stream. Are you there, man? I see
I'm here.
some crazy shadow of something. Sweet.
Oh.
Alright. Boom! Headshot, Joel! How's it going, man?
Good, dude. Awesome, actually.
You're on
a new PC yesterday, thanks to Aaron. And Aaron, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I think it's Marcote or Marcote. Marcotte.
M-A-R-C-O... Marcotte? Marcotte? Sounds Italian or something.
Regardless, awesome fucking dude. I really wish I had this set up first, man.
That's alright, dude. Everyone's loving your face. Like, it doesn't matter if it's shaky and all over the place and they're vomiting shortly afterwards. They still get to see it. I think it's been a long time since a lot of people have seen your face, man.
Oh, probably. It's probably been a while. All this fucking older shit like this, man. I'm all that.
Joel is a scary dude to run into in a dark alley. Let me tell you, man. Before you know it, man, he'll be asking if you need help carrying that shit. You'll be like, what? What? I don't need any help. You'd be like, oh, if you're sure, man. You'd be like, yeah, I'm fine.
How many times you walking down the street and
Yeah.
you look, and there's been many times of people walking towards me, look up, see me, and literally crossed the street.
Oh yeah, well I've been with
Start
you.
walking on the other side.
I've literally been with Joel, and we're in our hoodies, which clearly means that we're criminals. And old ladies will look ahead, and they just cross the fucking street, like not even subtle about it, just like not walking by those guys because they might hug me and love me too much. But,
well, I just completely fucked up this stand, my iPod stand, so whatever, I'm just gonna say fuck it.
So your iPod is your webcam?
Oh no, my iPad, sorry.
Your iPad's your webcam. Oh, you're not on the PC right now, you're on the iPad?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
easy.
okay.
I usually have this shit just sitting right beside. Goddamn. Oh, goddamn, what am I doing? Oh, man.
I need to get... Where's my Razer thing? Oh, there it is. That's good. That's really awesome. That's cool. Just want to make sure. Did you notice
I use
this, Joel?
Apple products, man. What's fucking wrong with an iPad shit?
It's all right. I mean, my 2-year-old has one. I thought that was the target demographic. Anyway, it is great. It is great for 2-year-olds, and I don't know. Kingdom Rush, man, made it all worth it. So new
some great games, and Christ, it's just handy just to have right next to you.
Yeah, it's pretty handy, man.
Search the web or whatever, man.
Totally, man. So everyone wants to know, what are you playing right now, man?
What am I playing? Actually, I got Minecraft loaded up.
I bet you're fucking probably playing it right now, aren't you? I
was building my train station, my new kingdom that I'm going to be building here pretty soon.
Oh, sweet. I saw your new library yesterday, or whatever. Was that you that built that in the middle of the... All of a sudden there's like some...
The enchanting room, yeah.
Ah, it's made of shit I've never seen. It's like all this black blocks. I don't even...
Yeah, netherrack.
Yeah, I've never seen that shit. I just started playing Minecraft, so I'm super, super new to it, but I'm really doing it more for my son, who is completely obsessed now, immediately. Like,
I bet.
It's like nothing in the world he wants to do more. Dude, your train track, you built that train track between our houses.
Yeah.
All he wants to do, he wakes up in the morning, he's like, "Good morning, Daddy. Minecraft? You want to play? I want to ride the train." And I'm like, "What train?" "Joel's train."
That's hilarious, man.
So, yeah.
I thought he'd enjoy that.
And so one night we're riding it, and we're riding it, because he literally rides the fucking thing for like an hour straight. And so I just taught him how to do it himself.
Back and forth?
Oh, yeah. So I just showed him. I'm like, well, here's the mouse. Here's how you change the view. Here's S to push it off to go, and here's whatever. So he does it. So he's on my laptop. He's 3 now, but he's on my laptop, and he's like, he can't like play Minecraft. Like, he doesn't know how to do all the stuff, but he knows how to get on that fucking train. He knows how to make the train go back and forth. So he's playing, and all of a sudden I hear like this whimper of like panic and disappointment and whatever, and so a creeper blew him up on the track. And then another creeper comes in, boom, and then the track split up. And it actually blew up some of your powered rail. So I went in there and I'm trying to fix it, but I don't even know how to fix it because I'm such a noob and I don't know how to make powered rail.
Oh, that was you two that did that.
No, it was Taryn, if you want to blame my 3-year-old son. But I tried to fix it, so you might have seen some blocks put back like a total noob, as though someone who doesn't know what they're doing tried to fix your work. But I couldn't fix it, and I left you a note. Like, I even put a note there. I was like, "Sorry, Joel, like creepers, like shit."
Yeah, I'm so glad we got creepers turned off.
But, you know,
It's just
yeah.
an annoyance, you know?
Yeah, T was heartbroken. Like, he was sad. Like,
Well, I've got 2 other tracks you can try out now, man.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I'm so glad he turned off the creeper stuff, because all I want to do in the game now is build him a train track. The craziest, best train track in Minecraft history is, like, the objective. Because that's all he wants to do, right? He just wants to ride the train all day long.
Yeah, why not then, eh? I also bought a game called Antichamber last night off of Steam.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh, dude. You want a mind fuck? Go play some Antichamber, man.
Oh, yeah?
Brilliant game. I'm loving it so far, and it's just messes with your mind. And it's just simple. The graphics are so simple and, you know, just basic, but it reminds me kind of like Portal, but you don't have any guns or anything. You just kind of navigate your way through a maze, pretty much. But damn, it will ever mess with you. It's crazy. $20 I paid for it, so definitely worth a $20 for sure. You know.
Crazy. So before that one, I should do a bunch of perks.
What's that?
Take a bunch of perks, man. Drop some tabs. Get going with antechamber. Sorry, I was getting this impression. It's like, this game is trippy, man. This is a trip fest.
Yeah, it is. If you're into that stuff.
Nah. Is it ANTE chamber? Antechamber.
ANTI.
Oh, anti-chamber. Oh,
Yeah, anti-chamber.
They're against chambers, man. I get it.
I guess so. There's just, yeah.
Yeah, fuck chambers, man.
Bitch. Yeah, and then I also loaded up PlanetSide 2 last night and was kind of overwhelmed, but I'm looking forward to trying to get into that game, man. I just love the whole concept of it, you know, this massive multiplayer, huge, massive world FPS game, where there's just a constant battle going on for territory and shit.
Did you play PlanetSide 1?
I did, and I hated it. And it was
Yeah.
garbage.
You played it when you lived with us back in Calgary, right? Like, this is 12 years. 12?
Yeah, it was
How many fucking years ago? 10 years ago?
garbage.
Yeah. It was, I mean, like, in concept it was good.
Yeah, the
But
concept
like,
of it, yeah.
but the internet technology wasn't there yet. Like, you couldn't have an MMO FPS. It's like everyone's got 200 ping, and fuck, it's just a joke.
Exactly. But now it's caught up, so now the game's actually great. It kind of looks dumpy, but you know, it can't be too graphically intense for what it's trying to do, I guess. I don't know.
Huh. Well, you said that, and so I started downloading it, and I have it installed, actually, because I thought, hey, man, maybe tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Who knows? Well, we never decided on a game to play tonight. We kind of been humming and hawing on it.
We'll get dropped in and get lost for a while. But, you know, I played for half an hour, and I dropped in, and I killed some dudes, and, you know, it didn't seem too bad. I just had no idea what was going on, you know, like how these guys get these massive vehicles, and where you get them, and
Yeah.
no, I just didn't know what was really going on.
How did they get all this shit, but I still shot them in the head so easy? I know that's what happened, man. That's cool. No, I wouldn't mind playing it. So I installed that. I loaded it for a second, and I went to settings though, and I couldn't see audio settings. And I know if I'm a big noob, and I'm afraid to load it on the stream because it was like boom, like blasting music. I was like shit. So I go to the audio settings, and there's no audio settings. Like there's don't exist. Like there's no turn the fucking music off or turn.
Oh yeah, you do the settings. Yeah, so I had trouble finding it too. It's in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, bottom right settings. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
There's still no audio
Dude,
settings?
unless I'm nuts. Maybe someone in the stream chat can point me out if I'm nuts. But I seriously clicked that, and I mean,
Wow, that's really weird.
I've had 2 beer. Maybe I'm completely wasted off 2 beer, but I sat there staring at the options for like, I was like, where's turn this blaring bad music off? Because I don't play games with music. Hey, here's part of the way Jarett plays games. Here's what I do: I install a new game first time. Boom, never seen the game before. Cool, awesome. Where's the sound of cool music off? Done, instantly. I've not heard a video game piece of music since like Dragon Warrior 1 on the Nintendo, man. You know what I mean? And that's like the last time I listened to music. I keep my sound effects up. If I want music, man, I'll fucking put on some professional musicians, man, and I'll put them in the background.
Yeah, music you enjoy. You know,
Jesus
like,
Christ,
why?
man. No, I mean no offense to video game, musicians or whatever. I'm sure what they're making is amazing. I would know because I've never fucking heard it because I turn it off in 2 seconds. But
What kind of game you're playing too? You know?
yeah, I'm assuming it's not as good as Beethoven, or they might be doing things other than making music. Right?
Yeah.
And when you're going,
there's been some great scores in a few games. Like Bastion had a great score, and Red Dead Redemption had some great music to it and stuff. But those are games that you don't really care if music's playing. Like stuff you play, FPS, RTS, that kind of shit. Obviously, you don't want to have music going in the background.
oh yeah, I'm actually shocked. But what surprised me is a lot of pro gamers. They actually like Sake. He's a German StarCraft 2 player.
Oh yeah.
And if you looked at him, you'd laugh when I say this because he's got long hair and a goatee, and he looks like, you know, like he's in death metal. He listens.
Right.
He listens to death metal. Like the guy's on stage, so he's playing in a StarCraft 2 tournament. All the cameras are on him, and he's got his earbuds in with the game sound, and of course StarCraft 2 music off. I'm not saying it's bad, but you know it's StarCraft 2 music. And he's got his like metal like playing. Motherfuckers in like world like wide tournament, people around the world watching him, and he's listening to death metal as he plays. And I'm like, dude, like artist to me is like it takes every single cycle of my CPU. Like everything in my brain needs to be focused on the game. Anything like that's distracting me, I'm done. I'm fucking done. If I'm in the middle of the game and Stacey came in the room and was like, hey Jarett, what do you want for dinner? I'm losing the game. Like it's all over. Like some tunnel I was in is broken and it's shattered and I'm never coming back. But yet there are professionals, man, and they just play and they listen to music as they play, and I'm like, how does that not throw your rhythm off? Like how does it not?
Well, even like some dudes that play FPS, I know guys that play FPS that layer their music. I'm like, why? Like, how do you do that? Don't you want to hear guys coming or where?
That's what you said, man.
I don't get it.
I'm going to try to add Geoff to group call here. So just as a warning in case anybody...
yeah, actually, let me go get a stand because I'm sick of holding this thing. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this down.
I'm going to see what happens here. Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hey. All right, as expected, it did drop Joel's video as soon as I did that. But I've got you both on there.
Yeah. At least we can still hear guys coming when Joel comes back.
We can. Yeah, there'll be no shortage of guys coming.
Yeah, I was just listening to you talking about music and games, and like, I remember like one of the first things that you always do when you install a new game is like, okay, settings, music off. Okay, now I'm ready to explore the game.
Very first thing. Yeah.
I feel so bad for like the composers and musicians that they work months and months on the music of this game.
Well, dude,
to just establish a mood and all this, but it works for cinema and it works for certain types of games. Like I think the music in World of Warcraft really established the world for me, and like it's actually very nostalgic listening to the music now on the World of Warcraft soundtrack. But like reminds me of my days leveling like back in like the new areas. But like today when I downloaded what's that? Not PlanetSide 2, but
Path of Exile.
Yeah, Path of Exile. I downloaded it, and like you're at the character selection screen, and like there's music, and I was just like I was like, okay, here's the music. It's kind of loud. It's louder than the first speech you hear, so I turned it off, and then I felt more immersed. I felt like just the sound design, the sound effects was more immersive to me.
Absolutely.
Mood.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it's so much better mood-wise without music. You don't need music there. And it was like, it was. I was like, well, too bad for the composer, but I guess most people, they play with music. Do most people do that? We should do a poll on our Facebook or whatever.
Stream chat. If you play your new games with music on, type Y. If you play them with off, type N and hit enter right now. Because I'm actually really curious if I'm the weirdo here or not. Wow, yeah, Ys. Look at all the Ys. Yeah, see? I'm a weirdo, man. Y, 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 N, 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 and Y, Y. Oh, actually, you know what? Distribution's... it's pretty even. Depends on genre. Fair enough, man. Actually, it's fair enough. If it's like a single-player, role-playing, Japanese RPG kind of game where, like, it might really, really, really help with mood, or maybe they don't give you the option, like Dragon Ball, to turn it off, then I'll play with it. But multiplayer, like competitive, like, come on. Like, fucking, last thing I need is to be distracted by some music.
Yeah, it's true. Like also, useful sound cues. It's just the pragmatic aspects of gaming to actually listen to every single thing that tells you something about what's happening in the world. But yeah, man, how do you play WoW with music? Come on, WoW is like you don't play WoW. It's not really a game when you're. It's like,
it plays. It plays with you. You play with WoW. Yeah. People in the chat are mad at us that we don't have a Skype premium account.
It's ridiculous,
it's actually pretty.
Ridiculous.
It's pretty fucking sad. Let me get. Where's Skype.com? Motherfucking. Where's? Dude, I'm gonna get it right now. Fuck it. Premium. Euros. Oh, what the fuck? Is there a weird cookie on my browser? Why would it give me the price in euros? That's so fucking weird. Anyway, whatever. Get premium. Canada. Fucking A. Select and continue. Skype name. No one can see this right now. Let's see. Shit, what's my Skype name? Oh, I'm not even on the right account. Motherfucker. Geoff, you gotta buy some gotta buy some Skype premium, man. Is Joel still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh!
Oh, great.
Oh, great, sweet. If I close this...
Yeah, we probably still sound robotic too, right? Like when I was listening to Joel, he sounds like he has that effect on the voice. So it might be something with like the way that.
You guys sound fine now. Well, to me, I don't know.
Yeah, it's because it's through Skype. It's not a Skype problem. It's something on the streaming end. It might be like mixing our Skype direct signal with some other signal, and it's just a bit of a delay. So we sound like shit on the stream still, Joel.
Do you? Like, you checked it out yourself? Oh, that's really weird, though. But I don't know how to... nothing's changed, man. I don't know. Wouldn't even know where to begin to change an echo. Shit, sorry.
You can still understand what we're saying. It's just,
yeah.
We're a bit Darth Vader.
Gesundheit, thank you. Okay, well, you know what? This will be our last Skype chat without Skype Premium, I'll tell you what. Well, this guy says, add me to the column where you can use my premium account. Well, he would like that, wouldn't he? It just seems like...
you're not going to show your balls on camera.
Yeah. It also seems like I don't want to start figuring out mid-chat with moving the windows and stuff. So, we'll buy Skype Premium. Because I did some testing before with Google Hangout, but it was getting to be a massive pain in the ass. And, yeah. Anyway, Joel, you're still there?
Yeah, man, I'm still here. I'm still good.
Are you playing anything in the background?
No, just sitting here now. I was farming some sheep here.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not interesting to this Skype chat, but man, I found the craziest cow spawn. Like, I was just... dude, I ran... There was like 50, like 50 cows. And I was like, what? Where the fuck am I? And I looked, and then I loaded that map link, and I went somewhere that no one's ever been. So I'm like in some unexplored territory, and I found like cow paradise, man. So I don't even know what cows do or if they have any value in Minecraft or function. But if you want to know where some fucking cows are, dude, I will take you there. Let me show you, man. Do they?
Guy's coming the next thing. Oh fuck!
You can come all the way there with me, Joel. And
I tried playing the Minecraft demo, and I was like, it was running slow, and it was making, it was a processor hog. I don't know, and it was like saying I had the wrong version of Flash or whatever. But if you actually buy Minecraft and you download it, it doesn't run Flash in your browser, I assume, right? Or Java. Sorry, it's Java, not Flash.
No, it does need Java.
It does need Java.
Yeah, it does, but it's not in your browser. But it might as well be. Like I mean, I don't know for sure. I've never played it in my browser, but it doesn't seem to run like all that efficiently outside of their browser. Like I'm kind of.
Yeah, it's like come on, it's 1990s graphics.
Well, dude, here's what blows my mind, and maybe people in the stream can help stuff. So Stacy has a decent laptop. It's like 2 years old. Now this laptop runs Diablo 3. I don't know what settings, 720p probably, like not even 1080p, but whatever. It runs Diablo 3 smooth. So she adjusted the settings and she got it working, and we played a ton of Diablo 3 together. She never complained. We can't really play Minecraft together because she complains because her frame rate is so bad. And it is. Like, I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck? So I went in there and I tried everything I could. I just, like, literally put the minimum settings and everything. Runs like shit. She gets, like, 10 frames a second. Meanwhile, she can go boot up StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3 and shit and run it totally fine. So how the fuck does Minecraft, this blocky game, somehow, how is that not runnable on her system, whereas Diablo 3 is? Like, it's kind of weird, but...
Well, yeah, people are saying, in fact, I got this dialog box warning saying, hey, it's way better on 64-bit Java.
She has. That's the first thing I did. The first thing I did when she complained was install 64-bit Java. First thing I did. didn't do shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, so the code is just balls. It's
See, she has one of those laptops too that has both that Intel chip and a regular video card, and then the programs can decide which one they want to use. So if you're like encoding something in Premiere, it's way faster to use the Intel chip. But if you're loading a game like Diablo 3, it just defaults to the NVIDIA graphics card. So what I'm thinking the problem is that it's trying to run Minecraft, but defaulting to the Intel like whatever encoding chip, and I don't know how to tell it to fucking go to the fucking NVIDIA graphics card and use that.
We have a comment from Caveman Coder here. He says, "Blizz good with optimization." So
it's true, and they really are, man. Like, if you can give Blizzard credit for anything, it's the fact their games run so silky smooth on any system. Like, man, I don't know how they do it. Yeah, you know, and yeah, uninstall the other graphics card. Well, she plays other games too. It's and yeah, Java had a massive security hole recently, right? I don't know if you remember that, but so a lot of people uninstalled it. But I can't uninstall. Like, there's too many things I use that require me to have Java. That I'm like, well, here's my privacy. I kind of want to play this video game, so fuck it. Look at my computer. Yeah.
It's hilarious. Oh wait, whatever.
Oh, what's so funny? You can't stop like that, man.
Yeah. I know.
All right, I'm gonna trust it's something that you couldn't share.
No, it's just funny. There was no, I'm not. Yeah, no, I can't. It's not gonna start.
oh, it's too built up now. I guess.
No, it's almost adding the trolls. You know, I don't want to fucking add to trolls or bring attention to trolls. So I just won't say shit.
Dude, I love how the chat thinks you're so high. It's like, you haven't met Joel. The chat's like, oh, he's so high. He must be so high because he's not jumping around yelling, boom, headshot. It's like, no, that's just Joel, actually.
There's something called acting.
Yeah, and Joel is actually the most relaxed, laid-back guy you're ever going to meet. And there's no drugs involved in that. But I appreciate your funny comments. Should I just buy a year worth, Geoff? Fuck it. It's a lot cheaper to buy a year, you know. Like an unlimited call phones in Canada, just like Google Talk gives me for free. Thanks, Skype. Oh, it's nice. Is there a country Google doesn't give me for free that I should check off?
I think you can't call the United States from Canada anymore for free.
You can't?
They got rid of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's too bad.
Oh, wow, those cocksuckers. Taking away my free... Alright. Well, we are... Oh, God, I hope I don't have screen region select on the chat right now. I'm signing up for Skype Premium here. I just want to bring your beautiful faces in to the chat. They do take PayPal. This is wonderful. Okay. All right, back to the chat for a sec while they take forever to... Oh, God. By the way, do you use KeyPass, Geoff and Joel? Do you guys use KeyPass?
No, but it changed your life, didn't it?
Changed my life, man.
Well, what is this?
It's called KeyPass, K-E-E-P-A-S-S, and it's an open source software site that it's an open it's super
K-E-E?
K-E-E Pass. It's an open source password management software, and so look at that. Skype Premium purchase. So what you do is you use it to manage all of your passwords. So if ideally, right, you have a different password for every site you use on the internet, and it's a bunch of crazy characters that make no sense, and it's a huge fucking string that no human could remember, and you have a different one of those crazy strings for every website. That's impossible. But you get this program, and what it does, you sign up for a website. It'll auto-generate a crazy password for you if you want to use it, or you can make your own and then save it. But it allows you just a nice list, totally encrypted, totally safe. So you log in locally with your own 1 mega password. So you only have to remember 1 mega password. Then you log in and you have like 50 sites listed, like or whatever, and all your passwords are there, but they're all like asterisked out. So, and what you do is you like double click your asterisked password, it automatically minimizes the window, throws it back to the taskbar, and brings you back to your active window where you copy paste and log into wherever you're going. So I don't even know my passwords to anything. I know one password in my life. It's my KeyPass password. And yet I have like 100 websites with 100 different, never going to be hacked ever websites. And I log in so goddamn fast, it's like hilarious and amazing. Faster than you could type it, because I'm like, click, Control-V, double-click Control-V, every password I log in. And I have 26 character long, totally randomized passwords. It's like, people get hacked in Minecraft, they lose their League of Legends, their World of Warcraft account. Every time I hear that, I'm like, shitty password, dude. Shitty fucking password. No fucking excuse, man. Shitty password. Maybe there's some social engineering people got on the phone. They're like, oh, I'm this guy. But, man, it usually comes down to your password was your fucking birthday or something stupid. And people just use stupid passwords, man. My mom uses stupid passwords. Everyone uses stupid passwords. Use KeyPass. Change your life. Make it easy. LastPass is an online alternative. It's a website. However, with LastPass, you're putting your faith in the people that run the LastPass business, that they don't fuck your shit. KeyPass is open source. No one knows my shit. It's just like there's that 0.1% more degree of like personal safety that no one knows my shit. But,
you know what was my life changing? Well, maybe not big life changing, but my like most jaw dropping like useful app for Windows was Windurstat. Have you heard about this? Windurstat?
No.
It's like WINDIRSTAT. It's the awesomest utility for cleaning out your hard drive, because it actually does it's very simple. It just looks at your directory structure and gives you bar graphs of how much each folder is taking up on your hard drive, and you can go to the subfolders. It tells you exactly. So if you're like, where's all the big ass files on my drive that I want to delete, and what do I need, what I don't need? It's amazing. It's like, you don't have to go in folder to folder, do properties, wait for it to chug through, see how big it is. It's like, anyway, if you got to clean out your hard drive, don't do it without Windurstat.
Nice, got two now. I gotta fucking install here.
All right, guys.
Guy in the chat, Windurstat is good. Like, yeah, man.
Well, I just paid $60 to Skype. And I'm going to call you guys right back, and we're going to see if this motherfucking group video chat works. What do you guys think? You excited?
Yeah, it's good. Go grab a drink while we're doing that.
I'm going to try not to take the stream down. I'm just going to try to hang up the call and quickly call you guys back. So, let's do that, man.
All right.
All right. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong account. I'm going to call you right back. See, quit that. Do-do-do-do. Hey, man. All right, you are. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Let me see the stream.
Putting on video. Let's see what happens.
Accept. Okay, so people got you, man. They got you. Now the big question is, when I add Joel here, add a group call. What's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen? Do I get to see both your beautiful faces? Well, Jeff, we had $211,030 to make the movie. Now we have $210,070. $60 just went to fucking Skype, man. All right. Let's see. You there, Joel?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have a video option here though.
Huh.
Video.
You don't have like a turn on your video option.
No, the button that's usually there is not there.
All right. Well, you know what? I will call you back. All right, I'm gonna start with this guy.
There we go.
Well, I see your face now.
Hey.
No. Oh no.
No, you lost me again.
No, I got you. Geoff?
Hey, yeah.
Dude, oh, it totally happened. Only $60, man. Cheap. All right, let's
Sweet.
bring your video here.
Joel, that's cool lighting with the hoodie and all that. Looking like.
Did that on purpose, of course.
Perfect. Well, it's not the fanciest ever, but not so bad, right?
Looks alright, yeah.
You know, I look maybe a bit silly being so big while you guys are so small, but I think it's fine. All right, man. Sweet. We can see everybody. Everybody's like, Joel, you.
I always look like shit.
Oh, poor Joel, man. If he doesn't look like mean and scary, he looks high. He looks everything.
Nice.
Oh.
Conspiracy, I tell you.
It is a conspiracy, man. Poor Joel. I'm actually, because I'm the only one that hasn't taken a quick break, I'm going to be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. So, you guys carry it.
That's what I was going to do. Go get a drink. And
Carry it for a few seconds. Watch this. This mic's actually retractable. Oh, man.
Cool.
What the hell are you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink too, Geoff. I'll be right back.
Alright, no problem. I'm gonna entertain people musically. Here we go. Over to the roads. Oh. I gotta put this on. Let me see here. Maybe right here. If you guys can see what's happening. But that's the roads. And let me make sure it's not too loud again. Is it loud? Is that good? It's alright? Okay, here we go. So. Oops, I screwed up. Goes major. Into minor. People are talking about the lyrics here and all the songs. Let me see here. What else can I play?
Dude, no, keep on going, man.
I'm here too.
Oh, Joel's here too. Oh.
So, Mike.
Play the song from the Guitar Hero episode. I don't know, man.
Boom.
I gotta relearn Christmas Time in Dunmore and some of these songs I haven't played in a long time. Alright, that's the end of the musical break.
What keyboard is that?
What's that?
Which keyboard is that?
Oh, that's the Rhodes.
Oh, the Rhodes, man.
Funkiest keyboard instrument.
What are you drinking tonight, Joel?
I love chocolate milk.
Joel drinks more milk than any human being. Joel drinks more cow milk than any human being who's ever lived. He's like, fuck, I'm sick of this milk. I need something different. Chocolate milk. Fucking aw.
Joel, have you tried that the chocolate milk that's the dark chocolate?
No, really?
Yeah, it's it's like dark chocolate milk. Like,
Criminal.
as opposed to milk chocolate milk, I guess.
Damn, I'll have to
But
try that out. I've
it
never
actually-
even seen it.
It tastes exactly like melted chocolate ice cream.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you're a fan of that, but
That sounds like the best stuff on earth, man.
really, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Best stuff on earth, huh? All
I
right.
gotta search this because I've never seen it, and I definitely gotta get my hands on some. Dark chocolate milk.
I don't like dark chocolate, man. I'm not old enough yet. Dark chocolate's like an old man thing or something, right?
Oh, it's delicious.
Ah, so you're old. You're older than me, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe in a year or two. Jeff, you don't have speakers on, do you?
No, let me.
I think so. I just don't know where that echo could come from. I mean, I have no windows
Fell
open.
dark chocolate milk. Oh, damn.
Jarett, it might be that the sound from Skype is going into the stream in two ways. One's through the direct Skype and then one's through your sound card. I don't know if that's a possibility. But yeah, there's definitely. It sounds like there's two Skype signals going through and one's slightly delayed. Yeah.
Yet it's yours. See, if it was mine, I could maybe... I don't know, man. Oh, well, people have been living with it.
But it's happening for both me and Joel, and also when we're independently on talking to you. So it's gotta be
And there's people saying the audio from Skype is double, but some people are not getting echoes, and other people don't hear it. So only some people are getting echoes. Weird. Anyway, 420 viewers, Joel. Let's fucking blow them all. Yeah, I don't know. Like, nothing's changed. Like, I wouldn't know how to change that.
You
Anyway.
tried
I
disabling.
hate when that happens, when you don't change shit and something's fucked up.
Oh, this is welcome to every stream, Joel.
It's been brutal. Technical problems. We've always had some technical problems.
There's always something, man. It's always something.
Yeah, it's the nature of streaming.
Although, I mean, there's always slight changes. Like this week, I'm wearing these headphones, and I don't know. There's always some kind of slight difference. Maybe it somehow has something to do with this headset. Like, I don't see how.
Definitely the headphones.
Yeah, it's got to be, man. All right, well, yeah, man. It's already 7:40. I can't even believe that. 420 people watching us chit-chat. That's pretty cool. We never did decide on a game for this week. Normally, by this point, we're already in a game. Although every time we go in a game, half our people leave because they don't want to watch. So I don't really mind talking either because it statistically seems like that's what people prefer. But if we are going to play a game tonight, what do you guys...
Well, yeah, I'm down for either of those two games.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really care. I'd be a noob at anything right now.
Well, we're just gonna totally noob out and be figuring it out in real time. It could be fun. But But yeah, no league. People are saying no league today.
No league.
No
I
league.
don't even have league on here.
Because all I saw was League. I didn't even process that. No, I just saw League. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, let's upload that shit right now.
Joel, what are the chances of you like playing League? Like, have you considered it? Have you?
Haha, lots of League, maybe. Yeah.
Never, ever. I know nothing about it. Know nothing about the genre. Never even played the genre.
Yeah, it would be too much, I think, to ask to jump him in. But he knows of League because he knows that every time I talk to him, I'm like, Joel, when do you get a fucking computer? You've got to play some fucking League. There's a character that says Boom Headshot. Why aren't you playing this game? You're playing bot lane, you're Caitlyn, you're ADC. I'm going to support you, Joel. I know exactly how to...
Yeah, man, I think, I would be excited if Joel goes to the League. I'm sure it...
Yeah, I'll definitely try it out, I think. Maybe I should start downloading it now.
Oh, breaking my heart. Oh, no.
They are. Well, I mean, I think no matter what, after the stream at 9, I'm going to play a game of League. So, regardless of what we play on stream, it's Friday night in Toronto. I'm having some drinks, and what I normally do on Friday, Saturday night is have drinks and play League of Legends, because that's what you do when you're a super cool TV star. You hang out, you play video games, man. That's what you do. I got girls dancing here half naked. And it's not even a lie. Where's this camera? Turn the camera around. Alright.
Naked dancing girls.
Dude, you should be where I'm at, man. I'm this weird hybrid between Rockstar and complete fucking loser. All I want to do is just play games all day, and then somehow Rockstar lifestyle like bleeds into it somehow. I don't fucking know, man. I don't even know. Anyway, so I get in trouble a lot, actually. Apparently not the best boyfriend ever, I've been told. Apparently girls like to be taken out. They like to do things that are like social, and they don't just want to bring beer up to my office while I play League all night on Saturday.
You know that's gonna be something that's different about our generation. When we get old and we retire and we're in homes, we're gonna have the best fucking time because we're gonna play video games all day. We're gonna be, you know, it's gonna be the best like last 10 years of your life in any generation ever.
Yeah. And you look at nursing homes now, and it's like, oh, they're gonna come in and be like, okay, today we're gonna
wheel you around in the sun. It's like, no way, man, fucking leave.
Don't take me to the fucking window, dude. I don't need the fucking window. Oh, we got a bowling day out. We're going to go to the bowling lane. It's like, yeah, you just leave me in my fucking room, and I'll just be fine. Thank you very much. Like, my great-grandchildren bought me a kick-ass monitor and headset. Fuck off.
Yeah, the games that are going to be around.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's going to be games marketed towards us. Like, specifically, there'll be enough population of that age that there'll be a market for, like, old people games, which will be, like, you know, the games that we play now.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be like General 7. Be like, that's an old person game.
It's true. But, yeah, maybe I'm just really old. But especially with the Wii U coming out, the Wii U having come out, and I'm kind of like playing more like modern console-style games. I mean, I don't think it's just nostalgia. Like, I really do think games from our generation were just more fun and more challenging. I think modern games are just nothing but eye candy and fucking easy peasy, lemon squeezy soccer mom bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be a very happy old man in my retirement home. Everything I need is in a tiny room. No doubt about it, man. Well, so long as they're there too.
The latency will be so low you'll be playing fighters over the internet, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Be no problem at all. Oh, man. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck going outside, man.
Fuck going outside.
But it's actually funny because I'm
because
I'm a dad now, so I want to, and I don't know if it's because my parents always said this to me, so you think, oh, that's the good dad thing to do because you've been brought up to believe that that's what you do, but I'm already kind of like doing that to Taryn. I'm like, you know, like when he's been inside all the time, I'm like, we got to go outside. We got to go play outside. We have to go do something that isn't sitting in a single spot. What's really funny is like, that's all I want to do, is sit in a single spot and do nothing. So it's almost like I subconsciously know. Anyway, or I'm just remembering how my parents raised me. But
there was an old game called Willy Beamish. Remember that game?
Yes.
An adventure game from the 90s. And in the opening of the game, it was like a point-and-click adventure, and it's about a kid who's just got out of school for the summer. And it was like great, you know, it did a great job of capturing that feeling of like, yeah, school's out, I'm going out summertime, and all he wanted to do was like play his Nintari. They're generic. Remember that Nintari? And he had fantasy in the opening sequence about playing in the final Nintari championships, and it was like him and a computer and like an old one-button Atari joystick, and his opponent. There was a big crowd in like a gymnasium, like all in this Nintari championships, and this was his fantasy, and and it was like it was comical and humorous that this would actually be a thing. You know, this kid has this fantasy about Atari championships actually being a thing, but it's like it's that times 1,000 now. Like there are millions of dollars to be won playing video game tournaments in, you know. But it's kind of funny that in that generation of gaming, it was so ludicrous, this idea that it became a joke in this video game about, you know, him wasting his time playing games inside versus going out to play. Go out and play. Like, why don't you go outside? Like, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's different. And of course, the reality is too. Like if and I don't know if this is for everywhere in the world. It applies more in some places than others. But I'd prefer to have my kid, you know, be inside in my basement with his buddies playing video games, even violent video games. Oh God. Than outside at the 7-Eleven skateboarding, smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, and focusing their life on being cool, you know, and being alpha, and like getting the girl, and whatever, and all those sad people that fill your car up with gas now at our age. So it's funny. So you know, while your parents are always like, go outside and, you know, be more social, be this and that, they realize, like, you know, what I'm doing, is social. Because, by the way, in the year 2013, being in my basement, if I'm online, playing an online game, and I'm playing, I don't know, League of Legends with 10 people or another game with thousands, that's fucking social, for one. Like, it is social. I'm talking to people, and I'm building social skills. In fact, almost in a weird way, more important social skills because there's no face involved. There's no like, oh, you get special privileges because you're beautiful or this and that. No. You actually have to have a personality. You actually have to be funny because no one knows what you fucking look like. And all these like important things. I think that's actually pretty fundamental. And I hope that I see him in the future, and I hope that he wants to have those types of experiences, because I'll be disappointed as a parent in the year 2013 if my kid's like, Dad, I don't want to like cultivate my personality like online talking to smart people. I just kind of want to go hang out and skateboard, and I smoke some weed, and fucking, yeah, and get some bitches. It's like, dude, that's like the worst possible fucking thing my kid could say to me. You know, one of the better things is, I just want to stay home tonight and play games and read a book. It's like, well, that'll be my son. That'll be love, because that's all I want to do. And I you know. Anyway. I think some parents are a bit off in terms of their priorities, and I don't think go play outside is necessarily a default good answer.
It also might be one of those things that like I don't know about you, but for me personally, as I got older, I appreciated outside more. You know, like my parents like, we're going on a big nature hike today. I'm like, fuck, I could be playing so much Nintendo. But now it's like, hey, I need exercise. It's kind of a nice day.
Yeah, and there's
the aesthetics of the sun and the breeze appeal to
exactly.
me. I'm old, right?
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, that was like, the basement's awesome. Like, basement all the way. Like,
yeah. There is a blend there, but at the same time, like, I mean, I grew up as a basement kid. And single parents, so I guess maybe there was no male figure to make me go outside, but I stayed in the basement. But at the same time, like, it worked out in my favor. I went to school, went to university. Then, as I became an adult, I appreciated outside. Now I do. Like, I constantly go outside. I ride my bike all the time. I go for walks. I do things that are outside because I'm old enough and I appreciate them. But, you know, forcing them on a teenager that doesn't want to do them anyway, I don't think is cultivating a better person out of them. I don't think it's cultivating his tension with your parents. Anyway, parenting philosophy is a huge topic, man. Not for this stream. But
hey, you should put a graphical overlay with like an arrow that says like, Joel is not high. There's so much Joel is high in the chat.
Oh man. Yeah, none of these people who have been to Pure Pwnage premiere, because I think that the most shocking thing of having ever been to a Pure Pwnage premiere was meeting Joel and realizing He's the calmest, shyest. Like, yeah, Joel's a pretty quiet guy, and he's pretty laid
Yeah,
back.
man, put on some sunglasses. That'd be awesome. Hoodie and sunglasses for the stream.
But I don't blame anyone, man.
Like
If
my actual real glasses.
if the only way I ever knew Joel was through Pure Pwnage, so all I had ever seen was FPS Doug, I would completely think he's high too. But yeah. What are you doing?
I'm looking for my glasses.
You stink?
Oh, you're not talking to me.
No. Sorry, I'm
Here we go.
I have an interesting spectacle behind my monitor. It's constantly distracting. Hi, Joel. How you doing? Can you see a lot with those eyes?
Hi.
See how white those eyes are?
Screen right there.
This is oh man, I'm glad we I'm glad we group Skyped this, man. I'm happy to see your face, Joel. I don't see it enough.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see you guys in real life.
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, Calgary, right? We're both going to Calgary in April. In April?
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, someone's getting married, I heard.
That's true.
Oh, man.
And he was married close enough to be considered of the Calgary Comic Expo travel plans that are relatively close, right? Relatively close.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone, no one's in the chats probably from Calgary, except maybe Dara, but we will be there at the end of April for the Calgary Comic Expo, and then we'll be there extra time, which is none of your business because it's personal.
It's none of your business.
Calgary totally represent. Flames represent. Maybe not this year so much, but
What?
I am located. To stream chat question, I'm located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Same with Geoff, and Joel is across the country in
Okay.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So
Unfortunately.
we're about 4,000 kilometers apart. To Americans, that's probably inconceivable. I don't know where your education ends.
I don't know where your education ends.
I'm just kidding. I think it's like 2,400 miles. About. Anyway, really fucking far. Man. So far, dude. But we live across the country pretty much. And yeah, far away. But anyway, Geoff and I are in Toronto, Canada. It's the sort of the big city in Canada, I guess. Canada's pretty big, geographically speaking, I guess. In fact, one of the biggest countries in the world. Not too proud, but nobody gives a fuck. America, man, America. I was just reading this morning in America, actually. What state was it? Is Oklahoma a state? Is that the state? They just made it legal for science teachers to accept religious answers to evolutionary questions in the classroom. Was that the state?
They were considering some legislation. I read that too. Considering some legislation. Oh, did the bill pass? That made it. Against the law to penalize somebody for an evolutionary creationist answer biology.
Yeah, it did pass.
Evolution backwards.
Yeah, it passed 9-8, I think, when I saw. I feel sorry because I have so many friends that live in the States. I mean, I literally, there's obviously no country in the world I've traveled to more than the U.S. I live in Canada. I've been there 50 fucking times. I've spent over a year total of my life there, which is over 3% of my life there, just visiting. All my friends are super fucking smart. I love my American friends. I feel so sorry for them because, man, if I turned on the news and saw that, I would puke blood. Like, that is some unacceptable shit in the year 2013, let me tell you. Unacceptable to anyone with a brain that's bigger than this. That's fucking...
Why do Canadians care what happens in the U.S.? Well, it directly affects us.
People on planet Earth need to care what the most the most powerful country on that planet does, right? Because it indirectly affects everybody. Whether it's their trade or their military actions, it affects everybody. So don't ever ask that again, because it's a really fucking easy answer. And no, but really, I'm sick of that question. And it's yeah. I mean, everybody needs because I don't know, your country could kill us all. We need to care. Yeah, fucking terrifying, man. Holy Jesus Christ, couldn't imagine. Poor people in Oklahoma, because I know that 99% of them are like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened there? But it's like, oh, the wackos you fucking elected have no science education, and they think that's acceptable. Anyway, that's not the Pure Pwnage stream. That's on Jarett's after-hours stream if you want to. We'll meet by the docks, talk about the coming revolution. All right. Wow, almost 8 o'clock already. I don't even believe it. This whole day has kind of flown by.
Play a game, somebody says, but then half the people usually leave.
That's true. We play a game, everyone's like, oh, I don't like that game, fuck it. We could stream from a van down by the river. From a van! Down by the river! Well, I don't know, man. Chris Farley.
Yeah, man.
I think too old. Too old. That guy's old. You busted yourself, whoever made the Chris Farley comment in chat. You're old like me.
He died when he was 33, so... Yeah,
Holy
kind of puts
shit.
things in perspective, like...
Wow.
No kidding.
Same thing with Belushi.
Yeah, no kidding.
Same age, same method of dying.
Jesus. So what you're saying is I'm totally unaccomplished for my age. Kind of pathetically unaccomplished, actually. Like, Jesus Christ. Wow, yeah. And how many famous composers died before our age? Like, if you really look back historically at the most famous artistic figures in human history, I think nearly all of them accomplished their most important works before our age. Which makes me feel like we're fucking done, right? It's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's the same thing with scientists, too. Like, their major stuff's in their 20s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, so I don't know what's happening with us, with our brains.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's pretty terrifying. In fact, I'll share something terrifying. I guess I mentioned this on chat forum. People are like, wow, that's so depressing. But so I'm gaming recently, and sometimes, I don't know if maybe you guys have had this too, because you're both roughly my age. Shit, you're both fucking older than me. Sometimes I tell my hand to do something. This has happened to me with frightening, frequency recently. But where I'm playing and I want to do something, and normally what happens when your brain says, okay, you want to click that and do that, it happens, and then my hand doesn't click. And then I literally...
You're telling your hand to do that, you're like, hand,
yes.
Click the mouse now.
Yeah, basically, because you're just...
verbal instructions.
Yes, you're operating intuitively, you're like, last click that, last click the minion, and then you just don't, and you're like, what happened? And you're like, my finger didn't click, like I fucking told it, like I fucking said click, and then it just didn't. And then I'm looking at it, and then so I'll shake my hand off, and I'll be like, what the f... I'll kind of give it like the old shakes, and be like, okay, like... okay, and then I'll keep playing. And then sometimes when I don't want it to click, it's like, I'm just gonna click right there, and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? I didn't tell you to click. Why are you fucking clicking? And so now I'm in this weird place where occasionally my finger just clicks, and sometimes it doesn't click, and I'm like, holy fucking shit! Like,
I've had that.
This is old. Is either I'm getting MS, or this is some fucking old age shit, man.
I've never had it where it's been like not clicking.
Yeah.
Looking at it, being like, click, dude.
That's the scariest part, dude. Yeah, it's maybe in fact maybe we'll look back in the stream chat in a few years and be like, oh shit, like, because 5 years from now I'm in a fucking wheelchair with MS. Yeah, but this is my first experience with it. It's actually been pretty scary, like pretty scary. The first couple times it happened, I was actually like pretty emotional about it. Like it was almost like ready to cry because I'm like, this is some fucked up shit. When you tell your body to do something and then it just doesn't, and you're like looking at it, you're like, well, why aren't you doing that? Like, and then it's kind of like there's some disassociation that never used to be there because you were so young. Oh, it's scary, man. Anyway, now I know why there's no 30X-year-old RTS players in the GSL. But anyway,
just reaction times in general. Man. You can't
it's pathetic.
It's
really sad. It's really sad. It makes me feel really old and stupid. But that's okay.
But again, wisdom triumphs.
Yes, wisdom. So I have to leverage my wisdom to make games. So now what I want to do is I want to make games. I want to make games for the kids of today whose hands aren't fucking broken yet to play them and kick some ass. But all right. We haven't taken a single question from the chat. I mean, officially, but what stuff from the TV show did you learn to help for this movie? I think that's actually a pretty cool question. Geoff, do you want to?
Yeah, I guess traditional production methods, traditional story structures, and yeah, a lot about the sort of back end of the business and financing aspects. Were sort of the major things we learned. But yeah, there's a whole list of little things, I guess. But I think for the movies, we're going to be relying heavily on our experience from the web series. Like, it's going to be much more like, you know, the web series than it is the TV show. But yeah, what else would you say, Joel? What was your experience on TV versus sort of the web?
Oh, well, I mean, it was night and day, obviously. You know, the TV was like a well-oiled machine, whereas web series kind of just flew by our pants, you know.
Yeah.
But both were fun in their own different ways, you know. And there's something about just being able to go into like a Maggie's and pull out a camera and just start filming, as opposed to going through all the paperwork and all the shit, and you know. But yeah, definitely benefits to both.
I'm just making this Razer logo smaller because it was so crazy big.
How much of the TV show was shot in Hamilton? So we shot in Hamilton most of the exterior scenes, so Jeremy on the street, all the stuff, Jeremy getting arrested by the cops, with the restaurant scenes, all that kind of stuff. Jeremy's basement was in a studio in Toronto, in a closed-down school.
That's pretty much all the indoor stuff was Toronto, and all the outdoor was Hamilton, right?
Yeah, so like the Mouse and Pad interior is in a studio in a school gymnasium, and the exterior is in Hamilton. So when they walk up to a door, it's like, okay, cut, all right. And then the rest of this scene happens them in a studio setting with, like, you know, so we could never actually show the camera walking from outside to inside because they are two completely different locations separated by many kilometers. And yeah, people are asking about the cameraman for the TV show. So I was not operating the camera for 99% of the TV show. There were rare circumstances where Kyle's reflection was shown, and they would actually give me the camera, and you know, I'd try to operate this insane camera. But yeah, it was mostly you know, cameraman, and there was actually issues with the unions because you can't just give a non-union member a camera and have them do someone's job. So they had to classify it as a prop, and I was using the prop as an actor shooting this. Yeah, it's kind of funny when you have a big union show. And stuff like that's an issue. But yeah, there's sometimes when you know, the camera would go down to my shoes, and I think I gave my shoes to the cameraman, and he would put them on. We were luckily the same shoe size.
That's right. Yeah.
So he, you know, he put my shoes on, and for the shot, he'd go down, look at his shoes, and then go back up to Jarett.
Yeah. And what was his name? Do you remember his name?
His name was Jeremy.
Yeah, it was. It's Jeremy.
The camera operator. It was Jeremy, so that was confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. If I had to take very generally anything away from the TV show personally, it was that I guess it was seeing the sort of the financing difference, the budget difference between the web series and the TV show, and then looking at the end product and realizing that at the end of the day, you know, the amount of budget isn't nearly as important as sort of the amount of passion and how it's spent and etc. And obviously budget can totally help the finished product in a big way, but you know, if it's not efficiently spent, if it's not leveraged properly, if you don't have the right vision, it doesn't really fucking matter how much money you have. So I think the TV show gave me a lot of confidence with the movie, because I saw what we did with the web series with nothing, and I saw what we did with the TV show with big money, and I know what we have now, and I have the confidence to move forward knowing that we can totally fucking nail it with what we've got. Yeah. And also, well, and on a personal level, it was like, you know, it was a good life experience to work with so many people on set, so many eyeballs watching you work, and that kind of pressure, I think, made everything I do going forward much less stressful, much easier. Yeah.
So someone's asking, what's our favorite fan story? The best or most touching moment? We could tell it's a long story, but we could tell the story about our U.S. tour.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that's a story we've never told. It's a really important story. so maybe it's worth the 5 minutes, but it
It
started
is, yeah.
when we decided to tour. How many stops did we do, Jarett? Was it?
You know, I can't remember exactly. I think it was 7.
Yeah, it was 7 cities.
I think it was 7 cities.
And we drove. So we drove to New York premiere, and you know, it started off really bad, especially for me because I was sick. I was just so sick, and you know, I got no sleep the night before when we left, and I was getting in the van, and we were just like, everyone's there. It was you know, a bunch of us driving down to New York to screen the episode, and we had a decent screening there. It was a lot of fun. It was great to see other people, but like, we were all like packed in this tiny New York hotel, and like I remember like trying to fall asleep, like, coughing, and like, you know.
Yeah. And by
just
packed you mean
so
illegally packed, as
illegally
in
packed,
you
like,
tell them there
people
are 4 people staying in this 2-bedroom, 2-bed a hotel room, and you say there are 4 people, and there's actually 7 of us, and there's Davin and Miranda on the floor, and whoever else. Like, I mean, it was anyway illegally cramped. Go on, sorry.
And it was crazy. Like, I'm coughing. I'm like everyone's trying to get some sleep, and they're like, "Fuck this guy!" Like, keeping us up. I'm like, guys, I'm so sick. I wish I wasn't. Like, you know. And then, you know, so that was not bad. You know, just whatever. And then we drove again to our next stop, I believe, and we had someone's purse stolen, and we were freaking out because. You know, that was the passport. It was everything. It was like we got to get on a plane tomorrow morning, and one key person in the group can't get on the plane. And it was like a big like, what are we gonna do? We're planning. Okay, we'll call the Canadian consulate. We'll try to get the passport issue. But okay, you're gonna have to be staying here while we go on the rest of the tour because the dates are booked, the theaters are booked, it's all advertised. So it's like, what are we gonna do? Turns out they found the purse. They had the passport at the theater, and it was like a big scare. It was like, oh my god, big chaos. Then we went to our Texas premiere. We got lost in the ghetto. I thought we were going to get carjacked. What else? What are the other bad things that happened? Oh, yeah, they had the wrong theater. It wouldn't fit our capacity, and then we had to last minute change the theater. It was like, you know, going on this crazy tour. And then our last stop was San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still sick. I actually got better, and then I got a different, like, sickness, so I'm still sick. I'm, like, feeling like shit the whole tour. And the guy at the movie theater, San Diego, I can't remember the theater, but the guy was such a dick. He wouldn't let us sell merchandise.
It was in La Jolla.
It's not in the contract. Yeah, it was in La Jolla.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, sorry guys, it's not in the contract. I'm like, I didn't think we had to specify.
Even though we specifically specified on the phone. Like there's absolutely no way it wasn't clear exactly what we're going to do with the whole show. But it's one of those situations, and this is like a good life lesson for anyone. It does not matter what is expressed on the phone or in person or anything. When you get a contract, if it's not written in the fucking contract, then do not sign it or make sure it's in the contract. And don't settle for any... No, we talked... That's obvious. Obvious. We talked about that. It's okay. Anyway.
Yeah, and then so we're like back, can you call, like, who's in charge? Who can give us permission? I call, it's like, well, I can call the owners. I'm like, okay, call the owners, please. Like, you know, because if we can't sell merchandise, we can't pay for the tour. Like, we're going to lose money on the stuff. Like, we would have never come here if we can't sell merchandise. And everyone wants the merchandise. They want to buy it. They brought, you know, their money. They expected to get that T-shirt that they didn't order online because they were going to buy it at the theater. So, you know, all the people in the theater want to buy merchandise. We want to sell it to them. We want to be able to pay for our hotels that night. So, you know, and then finally he's like, sorry, no answer, sorry, I'm going to honor the agreement, sorry. I'm like, come on, can we just put our boxes there? Like, it's no difference to you. He's like, no, sorry. So we went outside. We're selling merchandise out of the back of the car of one of our friends that worked at DivX. We're literally selling merch in a parking lot.
In the pouring rain.
It's one of the 6 days a year.
Yes.
So it's raining in San Diego. I'm sick. We're like trying to like sell merchandise to guys. There's a $100 car. We look like, you know, we're selling like, I don't know, like drugs or whatever out of the back of this car. Like, what the hell? Like, it was such a surreal scene. Like, we just all felt like garbage after this long tour and so many mishaps. And it was just terrible for us. Other than, you know, seeing the stuff with the fans and all that. But it wasn't until the last day in San Diego, it was the day after the show.
See, I just want to interrupt. I mean, when we're involved in this, so we're 2 weeks in. We've been traveling across the U.S. And when you're really involved in something like this, and especially when, you know, at this point we're like 5 or 6 years in, it's our daily life. It's what we do. We're going city to city, and to us, it's a job, and it's a lot of work too. Like, it's a very stressful, and we're doing a lot of traveling, and we're sick, and it's hard. But from the outside looking in, I mean, we still have this amazing job, of course. Like, we're the Pure Pwnage guys, and we get to do all this thing. But when you're actually doing it, like, it's really fucking hard, and sometimes it's really trying. And the monetary rewards are not really there. I mean, it's cool that everyone knows who we are and there's fame, but at the end of the day, fame doesn't pay the bills. And I mean, like, you know, just to take a second to be on our, you know, on the Pure Pwnage side of things, going on this massive tour, you know, it's hard. It's I think it's hard to understand, but like, there's a whole series of things that just kept going wrong leading up to San Diego, which I think was the most wrong of the whole tour, you know, because it's like the culmination of so much little things going wrong. It was a lot of fun, but there's constant things that were just becoming hard to deal with.
You know, I don't want to sound like it's all a bunch of first world problems or whatever.
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
You know, it wasn't a pleasant experience. We're like, we're never doing this again. Like that was the thing. It's like you know, we lost money on the tour and like, you know, paying for it out of pocket, and there was, you know, making the show is the fun part, right? It's like, it's all the other shit you have to deal with that can go wrong, and people trying to dick you, and like, you know, look, I'm just trying to get a show on a screen to show some people it and have a good time with them, meet them, all that kind of stuff. It sounds simple, but people try to fuck with that, and they, you know, things mess up, and logistics happen, and all that kind of stuff. So it was like, you know, not like it was a, you know, I don't want to sound like it was a big whiny thing that we were doing, but it wasn't something, it wasn't an experience we wanted to repeat at the time. So the last day in San Diego, we're shipping the last of our merch back. We went to a UPS store, and we're sending things back to Canada. We're getting everything going. We're about to get on the plane to go back to Canada, and then in walks a young man with his mother, and he was wearing a pristine, brand new Pure Pwnage logo T-shirt. And it was me, Jarett, and Stacy in the UPS store, and Jarett looks over at him, recognizes the shirt, and gives him a bit of a nod. And he beams a smile and is really happy. He's like, "Oh my God, it's you guys! Like, I was at the show last night. I'm like, evidently your shirt might indicate that, and we're really happy that you're so excited about it that you're wearing it the very next day." So, so we were, you know, it was great to meet the guy, and we talked to his mom, and his mom said, "Yeah, it was awesome show, guys. We're really glad that you came down here. We're from New York," and we're like, "New York? Why didn't you come to the New York premiere?" And she said, "Well, you know, we kind of wanted to make an event of it. You know, we had planned a trip to come down here because, well, you see, my son lost his father recently, and we wanted to kind of get away and do something fun, and your event is part of our trip. And let me tell you, the event last night really lifted his spirits, and thank you for putting on the show." And it was at that point, it was like all of our problems completely erased. There was no problem. We didn't have any problems with our lives. Nothing went wrong in the tour. And that's why we do it. That's why it makes it worthwhile. That's the reason to do what we were doing at the time. So
yeah, I've never had such an abrupt switch in feeling going into that UBS center. I was such like a first world problemer. Like I would literally was like, oh God, first world problems. Our US tour, we didn't make money, and we make this show for a living. We got to travel. I mean, we got to do some pretty cool stuff. It doesn't really matter that we didn't make money. Then you meet him and you're like, oh, here's a 13-year-old kid who has no dad that he just lost. That I have still my dad, and Geoff still has his dad, and that moment. Well, I think in all of Pure Pwnage, I don't think there's a single moment that will stand out as much in my memory as that moment. But we still had one stop left on the tour, which was Vancouver, which I think we went to after that, and had probably the happiest, most relaxed show ever, because by the time we got to Vancouver, all we talked about was this experience, and all that we had to sort of reflect our own lives was this experience. So we started... I think we became more enlightened and better people as a result of this experience. Then we went on with our tour and went on with the show, doing things differently because of this one experience. But yeah, sometimes it takes something as simple as that in a weird happenstance situation where you meet someone who's in a situation far, far, far worse than your own, where you realize, here I am, I'm complaining about my life, and I live in Canada, which is one of the best countries to live in the world, and I make a web show for a living, and there's fans, and I play video games, and we have this amazing life, and we're complaining because we didn't make money doing this thing, or we just traveled the whole U.S., but we wanted to make money traveling the whole U.S. We didn't just want to travel the U.S. anyway, it was cool, and I'm really glad you brought that up because it's something that I should think about way more often. In fact, at least once a year, I should wake up and think about that for about 8 hours, and I think I'd be a better person for it. Anyway. It's good, man.
So yeah, that's the story.
You know, it'd be great is if right now in stream chat it's like, that was me. Holy shit! It's been 6 years.
Yeah, well, I hope he hears this story, and I hope he knows that we will remember that forever. So
yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
These guys got a bunch of questions about the Indiegogo project. When they donate to the shit, are they still getting perks from that with you guys or what?
Yes,
yeah, you can. All you have to do is email noobstore@purnage.com, and they will give you instructions to PayPal your donation, and they will make sure that you are added to the perk list. So yeah, you can definitely still support the movie.
In fact, we're going to keep that open until, well, probably until we're finished production, right? Right until we're finished post. Like, as soon as money stops being spent on making the movie better is when we'll stop letting you help us make the movie better. So even if you can't afford it today, we're not going to be done for a while. It's a pretty big task ahead of us. So yeah, every perk you see on the Indiegogo site, just email Noobstore. It all goes to Stacy. Just be like, hey, Stace, I didn't hit the Indiegogo. Here's my $50. I want the $50 thing, and it's really easy peasy, and it's all taken care of. So, super simple.
Cool.
Gnome Land Security, you are so super.
Yeah, that just paid for our Skype Prime or whatever.
It did. I really wanted this Skype Premium. Thank you, Gnome Land Security. Which actually, now that I take 1 second to process your name, pretty fucking funny, gotta say. Pretty fucking funny. How much CGI is in the movie? None. So far, because there's no movie.
But there's going to be some CGI, right? We talked about that whole sequence of a little bit of effects.
Yeah, there'll be some effects. There's going to be effects, man. We decided to go back and make the whole movie about microballs. It was actually it was Joel's idea. He heard that we were writing the movie very hyper realistically, and he's like, "Dude, if there's no microballs, I'm pulling out, and you're gonna have to find Vin Diesel or someone to replace me because."
Nothing I want more. You guys come in microballs. Want to hear those guys come in microballs? All in my.
I wonder, Vin Diesel, how much would he charge to be like FPS Doug's like half brother or something?
I don't know. We should get a quote. Maybe we'll get Joel down on his number. Because Joel wants $1 million.
Yeah, the Star Wars prequels. Can you imagine the negotiating position suddenly like
that Mark Hamill's in
and Carrie Fisher, like it's like no value to Hollywood at all, pretty much to like.
Yeah.
Okay, you have some value now. Like just your appearance in the new Star Wars movies is like pretty big. Like I wonder what their agents are talking.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy. Couldn't imagine.
Does Diesel still make movies? Does he still just do those Fast and Furious shit?
Well, those aren't movies, technically.
don't mistake them. They aren't movies.
I don't know what he does, but well, I do know what he does a little bit of. You ready? Are you ready for this?
No, what?
He plays League of Legends, man.
Are you serious? How do you know?
It was just a birdie. It was a birdie, and I can't say how I know, but he's.
Is he any good? Do you know?
Yeah, no. Apparently, he's pretty addicted, man. Yeah. No shit. So you're online, you're stomping some dude in a game. Might be Vin Diesel you're stomping, man.
Well, if he plays League, and if that birdie is a League-related person, we have an inroad. An inside track.
We totally can cast him as FPS Doug, Geoff.
No. I mean, FPS Doug's like brother.
Dude, golden. That's
it's
golden.
Like, man, apparently I have like a half brother or something. Like, it's right here. Like it's like hey, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
How does this sound, Joel?
Himself,
pretty good.
It's like Vin Diesel, the actor, is Joel is FPS Doug's half brother.
Nice, dude. there's not a single person in the world that wouldn't believe it. They'd be like, this is the best casting I've ever fucking seen. Holy Jesus, how could they find guys that were more brotherly than this? But Vin Diesel's probably like 5'4". If I had to take a guess, I mean, I don't know. Someone can Google it right now probably, but probably like Joel Vin Diesel. You know, it's like... anyway.
Joel, you're not big on this idea?
I think it's hilarious.
Nice.
I would actually, I would have to chuckle at Vin Diesel's boom. I try to imagine anyone else doing boom headshot but Joel, and it seems kind of pathetic and funny. So
it's been ages since I don't even know if I can do one anymore, dude.
Yeah, well, you were doing all those ones before the stream, and then you told me that after the stream you do a bunch, but when no one's listening.
Yeah, Joel, you say that all the time when we're playing games. Like, how come you never say it on the stream? Like,
oh man.
I was looking at the numbers.
what's Vin Diesel's catchphrase going to be?
You think that's acting? I don't know, man. I don't know where to go from there.
Slice, knife kill.
Yeah, it could be.
Slice, knife kill.
Like yelp.
Knife kill.
Oh, speaking of catchphrases, you guys have seen the extras, right? Like Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah.
There's a show that a guy introduced me to recently called Mrs. Brown's Boys or something like that. And anybody in chat who's British will definitely know this show, apparently. It is basically the show that Ricky Gervais makes fun of, down to the wig and glasses. Like, I kid you not, the wig and glasses is in this show. And it's huge. It's so popular.
Really?
It's so huge. And it is the show that Ricky Gervais made fun of as the bad catchphrasey show.
Yeah.
But it's huge. It's just...
Yeah.
Honestly, like watch some clips on YouTube.
So is this from the extras? Like, you having a laugh? Is that what he's making fun of? That's directly...
Yeah, having a laugh. Like, you know the wig and glasses that he put on?
Yeah.
I swear to God, the guy is a male Scottish comedian who plays like an older woman with a wig and glasses. And that's the main character.
No way.
And it is the show that of the style. So apparently, like, and this show came along way after the extras. So Ricky Gervais called it, or maybe like there's a bunch of shows of that style currently on TV that were when he was making the extras. But man, you gotta watch it.
Sorry.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, a guy in chat linked that. It was Vin Diesel's first audition reel for Pure Pwnage the movie. That was his first attempt at boom headshot. He failed pretty bad. But you could hear it. You could boom headshot. Like it'd be pretty good, man. It'd be pretty good. You better watch out for your job, man. Oh man. But dude, honestly though, if we could get Vin Diesel in the movie, he is your brother. Like I bet in real life, if you introduced your parents, they'd be like, "Oh shit, you're from that party." Oh fuck! You mean you were at that party with the masks and the? Oh shit!
And the organ player, is that?
Yeah. Anyway, I think Joel halted on my end. He did that, or he's got the most perma grin on his face I've ever seen. Am I crazy? Joel's frozen, right?
No, I think Joel's just like Joel.
No, he's not. He's totally frozen to me.
Joel, can you move?
Oh, Jesus!
Oh yeah, he's frozen. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if... Oh, there we go.
Oh, man.
Oh shit!
What? Yes. Massive approval. Massive approval. Come. You have to understand what's been behind my monitor this whole time. No one appreciates how professional I am.
Stand up now.
Yeah, except that you don't see the bottom.
This is like eyes wide shut happening.
Or lack of the bottom. Ah. Ooh.
I know who that is by the way she's moving. Out of the two possibilities.
I got more than I bargained for streaming from this house. I'm gonna tell you right now. Pretty wild here. Pretty wild, man. Makes me question my own lifestyle. I thought I was not very conservative until I streamed from this house. And now I feel like I go to church every Sunday. Which I don't, only because it's so boring. Joel's there. He's back. He's moving, and yeah, you know what? It's 8:30. Should we just keep just talking? Maybe. Like, should we just fuck the games tonight? Maybe.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty late.
Until the stream's over, then we can play the game we want to play. It's just because well, yeah, because we have 2 games lined up, which is Path of Exile and PlanetSide 2, and we have them both installed, but neither of them, we haven't played them yet. And I mean, the CS:GO thing left a bad taste because we're like exploring the UI as much as we were the game when we were playing, and
yeah.
And this is I'm having a lot of fun, and we're already like 7/8 of the way through or whatever.
Yeah, we should probably like play the game together for half an hour before we play it on the stream.
It's true.
I think the funniest thing is that no matter what game you guys mention, somebody's gonna be fuck that game sucks. But no matter whatever game you guys have mentioned so far, it's like so many people are like, no, don't play that, no, fuck that shit.
Path of Exile. I've been pretty impressed. So I talked to Joel and Geoff today, and we all have it installed now. I was shocked. I went to twitch.tv and I saw that it's the 5th most streamed game in the world right now, or it was when I looked. Yeah, it's in fact, which I think is really funny and awesome at the same time, more streamed than Diablo 3, and this game is just in beta.
It has a lot of cool concepts, man, and a lot of the, just like the whole no gold thing, but I don't know, when I got into it, it kind of looked a little dumpy to me, like didn't look as good as a Diablo 3.
Well, I went to Twitch right now, and it doesn't seem to be in the top. There's only 3... Wait, I don't know. Anyway, Twitch shows like top games being streamed. I don't really know. Anyway, I was shocked for a game. I mean, it's early beta. Like really early beta, I think, right? They're like on 0.10 or something. But they have that much of a following already, which is a good sign. And then because I was a fan of Diablo 3, and I think as anyone who's a fan of Diablo 3, it's really obvious where they missed the boat. You're kind of like, shit, I want to make a studio and make a game that didn't miss that boat, and then because there's millions of people that want the Diablo 2 experience in 2013, and Diablo 3 didn't give that, like at all, didn't fucking give that, not even fucking close. And
I'd like to try Torchlight 2 and see, because I love Torchlight 1, man, and the fact that Torchlight 2 is not co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play Torchlight 1?
I did. I played all through Torchlight 1, actually. Yep. But the only thing that turned me off was it was single player. I couldn't play with Stace.
No, yeah, exactly.
Because Diablo 2 it was my university game. So through university, we lived in a big house, and there was always players. Like, there was always 4 people playing, right? It was just like you just landed up. And then, of course, you even get home from school, and somebody's like, dude, while you were at school, I fucking got this crazy helm for you. And they'd be like, shit, and they'd give you this helm, and it's all cool. Like, there was no auction house and stuff. Like, it was actually like you had to either get it or have a friend that got it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I haven't actually played it much. I haven't installed, but this week's been ridiculously busy, and I haven't even managed to get all my first wins of the day in leagues, so shit. Come on.
You got a quota of wins you gotta get?
Well, in League, every day, if you get just one win, you get a huge bonus in-game money. And that way it helps casual players kind of keep up to hardcores in terms of what they can spend. So when you're me and you really dream of still being hardcore, but you have to face the reality that your schedule is way too fucking busy to ever be hardcore, you just want to make sure you get that one win a day, because that's a lot of fucking IP. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's such a great mechanic, because like Jarett says, it allows the casuals to keep the hardcores in the game, but it also keeps you coming back every day so that you don't have to, get over your addiction. So it's like, hey, I gotta play one game today, because I get bonus.
Just one, yeah. And I'm at the point, like, I play bots, dude. Like, I'm at the point of rationalization where, dude, I don't even enjoy what I'm doing. Like, I'm literally like, to me, it's like brushing my fucking teeth. Like, it's like, oh shit, man, it's something you just have to fucking do. You wake up in the morning, you gotta brush your teeth, you gotta get your free IP. Like, it's fucking, what else are you gonna do? Like, it's just how life is. No one enjoys playing bots, man. You only do that because you want your free IP. And then when you have free time, you're like, oh, let me play human beings and have a game that could be 20 minutes, could be an hour, could be whatever. Bots is like, game's over in 20 minutes. Like, you just get in there, stomp the shit out of them, get your free win, and go home. Or rather, go to work. But yeah. But you got to start playing, Joel. Caitlyn. Boom headshot.
Is that
That's it. Caitlyn, man. Boom headshot. And in fact, she happens to be probably the single best at her role. So, yeah. Like, I think she's probably the most commonly recurring pick at the very highest level of play now is Caitlyn. If I had to take a guess, her or Ezreal. But either way.
Alright, where do I go to download this shit? What do I have to do?
LeagueOfFuckingAwesome.com.
I'm gonna go there.
And watch, they've registered it, man.
LeagueOfFuckingAwesome.com.
Doesn't exist, man.
No, not there.
I will be. By the way, there was some. In fact, I saw Infeza in the chat a few times. Infeza is my Australian buddy, awesome StarCraft 2 player. He was the. He's actually a pro observer in StarCraft. So I know in StarCraft, casters always get all the credit. In StarCraft 2, in RTS games, actually even in League of Legends, the shout casters, the guys that do the talking and the play-by-play and the color and whatever, they get all the credit. But there's actually someone moving the camera ahead of them that leads them into what they're going to talk about, that's watching the map and what's happening. That's called the observer. They don't say anything and they get no fucking credit.
Okay.
One of them, Infez, is in the chat, and he's an observer and he's really good and he's Australian. He's a really nice guy, so I was just giving him a shout out because I met him in Singapore, and he asked, which I'll answer, is that I will be in Germany. And in fact, it's like 12 days. I'm going to Germany in like 11 days or something to help with the World Finals, the Grand Finals of the Intel Extreme Masters tour this year. This started in March of 2012 and then ends now. It's like a year cycle, kind of like tennis or hockey or anything else, any other professional sport. So their World Finals is in the beginning of March, which I'm helping to host, and I'll be there. He asked, and I will be there. I hope you're going to be there too, dude. And it should be pretty cool. And after that, I don't know if I'm working at any more esports events. I don't know. Could be my last one. It depends on where my career takes me after that, but we'll see. But so tune in for the Intel Extreme Masters if you want to see me be awkward. According to a lot of 13-year-olds who don't know what that word means.
Oh man, did you see that one picture from that Sony event where all those guys are standing, they don't know what to do with their hands?
Dude, you know what? I don't need to see that picture because I've done enough interviews on the stage at IEM to have the most hilarious internal heart attacks ever, man. Like, in fact, the esports events I don't host, I'm so much more conscious of that kind of stuff now. Is like, it's really too bad. And it's one of the things from professional sports that I wish carried over more into esports is that like they really need a manager, coach, personal trainer that instructs them on how to act in front of a camera, where to put your hands, what do you do with your hands, because nobody knows. Like, and they don't fucking know. They're amazing at playing StarCraft 2. No one's ever told them how to do a fucking interview. They've only told them how to play fucking StarCraft 2. So they play StarCraft 2, they win the game, they come on stage to interview, and they're just like, oh shit, fucking, I don't know, oh shit, what's happening? Oh my god, I'm on camera, I'm on motherfucking shit. And it never happens in professional sports. Even in professional sports, when you get the guy who is really uncomfortable on camera. Because, again, he's a professional athlete. He's not a fucking performer. It's not his job to be good on camera, but very simple instructions. And then if you remember them and you repeat them, even answers to the questions are all pre-recorded.
Very simple instructions.
Yes, exactly. And you just go over them in your head and you say the same thing if that's what it takes for you to be.
What do you think the keys are to be winning this game? Well,
got to weather the storm.
Puck in the net,
Yes.
Hustle hard and
Hustle hard, weather the storm, put the puck in the net, take this game home. But that's what they do. Esports needs that. They really do. They need like clear instructions.
Yeah, which is odd because you can actually talk about shit with esports.
Yes.
Like there's actual depth to the strategy. Like, when you busted this up, I was like, there's a story to tell afterwards, right? It's not like puck in the net, right? Although maybe I'm simplifying, physical sports. I don't know.
Jarett, where do you think esports is going? I know IPL right now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but Ziff Davis is you've heard of Ziff Davis, you must have. It's a massive media publishing group, and they owned IGN and GameSpy and all the shit. I don't know if you heard this yet, but GameSpy, who used to run those shitty servers for generals that needed to be slapped in the face, they're closing down. Mm-hmm. I think even, is IGN closing down? Like a lot of huge gaming, 1UP is closing down. Huge,
really?
Yeah, yeah, huge publications are closing down. Ziff Davis is closing them all. And
somebody's breaking in my house.
What? Dude, you do not want to break in Joel's fucking... Someone's about to be very scared. Like, dude, no, I wasn't breaking in. I was just checking to make sure your lock still worked, bro.
Says the guy who looks like he's breaking in.
Are you breaking in your motherfucker? Because I just broke in this motherfucker. Look at the fuck.
Dude, sorry, I didn't mean to break into your house. Like, oh, dude, I'm breaking in.
I've already broken the motherfucker. Yeah. So anyway, Ziff Davis is selling off a bunch of their properties. The IPL is actually the IGN Pro League is a huge esports event for StarCraft 2 and League of Legends. So it's in limbo right now. Nobody knows, and yeah, it might be closed down. We'll see. Anyway, but regardless of that, dude, we're talking about like an emerging multi-billion-dollar industry. This is related to my personal interest, so I know a lot about it. Maybe this happens all the time, and I don't know it, but I don't think it's very often that, like, you can predict the emergence of a multi-billion-dollar industry and know for sure it's happening. Like, it's happening. Like, everybody sees it. It's like... It's a turbulent environment. Like it's not like every company now, IM, whether it's IM or MLG or fucking IPL or any of them. In fact, if I had to take a guess, of all those, maybe one, and I couldn't even tell you which one, maybe one in 10 years will still have a brand that you know of. All of them are going away. It's such a jungle. It's such a new business, and everyone's fighting so hard because everyone sees the long-term potential, but in the short term, there's very little money, and they're all fighting for brand and market share and exposure.
Well, everybody wants to build the WWE, like, what's his name? Vince McMahon?
Vince McMahon, everyone's...
Right? Like,
yeah, that's not so... Let's be more legitimate. Everyone wants to build a FIFA. Let's give esports more respect than WWE, but seriously. Yeah.
But, like, it's one of those things, it's like, yeah, is wrestling going to be big? Like, in the 80s, like, whatever, like, it's nothing. And then all of a sudden, it's a billion-dollar industry. Like, it was huge. So,
Smack, motherfuckers.
And Joel's just like teleporting.
Motherfucking poof, poof.
Take care of that concept.
But it's anyway. So multi-million-dollar industry. It's so IPL. If I had to take a guess, I think they're gonna. I think they'll stop. I'll take a guess. They had really great production value, and I think they did a lot of great things. But they're in a really weird spot right now, where they're the last tournament to have Wings of Liberty, and there'll be 2 or 3 tournaments before them with Heart of the Swarm. That puts them in a weird spot. Now their like parent company's been sold, and it's already such a tough business, and no one's making money. Like no one except the people at the very lowest end, like the gamers and whatever else might be making profit. But it's really everyone's investing for the future because everybody wants to be FIFA.
But what like traditional sports? What is it about them that makes people follow the players so carefully and idolize them, put posters on the wall? Like there's a certain cool factor. There's a certain to the athletic side of it. Like. Mm-hmm. Like, would you have a poster of an esport gamer, on your wall who's like, not necessarily fit, not doing a cool move like, Jordan doing his like crazy dunks or whatever, or like, doing a layup on that? Like, that's an amazing photograph, and there's something appealing to that. you know, there's no equivalent for esports. There's no like, you know, it seems something's missing. Like even in the interviews and all that, like there's just, you know, there's a cool factor that seems to be the difference. That you know, you have all the standard press photos of all the gamers crossing their arms looking tough, but they're just not selling that photo. You know, it's just not like, you know. I wonder if there'll be more of a bravado or something as esports gets bigger, and we'll have the interviews be more interesting and people more interested in sort of, you know, what's going on in gaming when they're not playing the game, right? All the in-between stuff. Who's traded on what team and who's happening with this and whatever happens here and all that. You know, there's a lot more to traditional sports than just the actual spectator event, you know?
Yes, and I actually think there's... I mean, it's a huge topic. We could talk for a long time about it, but there's so much fundamental psychology behind all of this. You know, again, I'm not a primatologist or anything, but a lot of the appeal of traditional sports. So when you watch, you know, football, and you have like, oh, I've got Beckham on my wall. Beckham's a horrible example of football. He probably totally fucking sucks. Who's a huge footballer? Fucking. Oh God, I really only hockey names are coming. So you've got Joe McGinley on your wall. And as a male, as a young kid especially, you look up. Thank you so much. You look at Joe McGinley, and like, here's a super fit guy, and here's a guy that gets girls, and I want to be that guy because he has everything in life. He gets all these girls, and so there's this element to it that sort of, you know, it's grounded in reality, to your own reality of like getting girls and being successful, etc. Whereas there's this slight disassociation with esports where it's all virtual and there's no women there. So what I think would really benefit esports, or what will eventually benefit, is once more girls get involved and once more girls watch it and they say, holy shit, I can't believe what that guy's brain does. I can't believe how fast his hands are doing that. Then in a weird way that gets males more interested in it, because as soon as this is all, you know, in fact, this conversation is a little too strange, but ultimately, okay, let me start this. It would benefit esports in a massive way if the average esport athlete was attractive physically and kept in better shape and did whatever. I do believe it's absolutely holding esports back. But whether or not you can rationalize that as being something that's just, you know, something that makes sense, that's good for humanity, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. It's a reality. We're human animals. And males want to impress females. And males see how other males impress females, and they want to emulate that behavior. And females see a male, and that other males want to emulate him, and they're attracted to that guy, and it's fun, and et cetera, et cetera. It's fucking fundamental primatology. And what esports is missing in that is that there's not enough ways in the sport itself for men to show off their bravado to the females and males. And there's not enough culture outside of the sport where there's women flocking to the man and men wanting to be that guy, etc. And that has to do with the fact that the sport itself isn't showing off his abilities physically, but through this barrier of him in the game. So it's his hands and his face, but then his game character, and it's very dissociated, right? And so, you know, this is, you know, if I design esports, this is a massive challenge you have to overcome in the next 20 years. If you want an esport to become the next soccer, well, you have to conquer this challenge, because it's not enough that your game is challenging or that your guy, you know, has to do 50 million things per second. There's a culture, a human culture, that has to grow around that sport if you really want it to become the next soccer. And of course, any culture, you know, has to involve fundamentally, Freud here, sexuality, and et cetera, et cetera. So, anyway, probably way off point. Viagra just went up in sales, according to someone in chat. But
Korea did this pretty well with their pro league. Yeah, there's more women that watch esports in Korea, right? So is it a cultural thing, or is it a fundamental part of gaming? Is it like, if you take all the physical aspects out, does that make it so the women won't be interested?
Well, here's what I'll tell you. What they did in Korea.
I don't know.
It's not, man. You know? Do you know what they did in Korea? And I'm not saying this is the reason for, or this is in conjunction with, or whatever, but in Korea, when you make a pro team, one thing you have to do every single morning, you go for a run, you go to the gym, and you get in good fucking shape, because you have to be presentable. Then they all have stylists. They get professional styling haircuts. Then, before they go on stage to play their fucking game, they have a professional stylist do the motherfucking hair, so they get on stage and look good. Because it's important if you want to capture the female demographic to look fucking good. And people, I mean, we're all...
Well, not just the female demographic, like, even the men. Like,
even the men.
You know.
But no man wants to admit that. No one in the stream chat wants to admit that right now, so I know you want to bring that up. Because they'll be like, denying it. I'm rational. I'm a scientist. But like, you're a human being, and you might not even be aware of these pulls and these feelings, but you really want to idolize a guy who's attractive and who's doing things in life that you're not doing. Getting the women, being more successful, whatever. The women want to chase after a guy that represents the Apollo. You know, he's got the figure, or he's got the brains, he's got whatever. And all these things need to come together in a package. And,
yeah, you know what? It's. I'm really surprised that hasn't happened in North American sports, because typically, you know, the U.S. is the forefront of those innovations. You know, oh, Jared's not listening.
I am listening.
Oh, I see the delay there. So yeah, usually the U.S. is at the forefront of those innovations because of there's a lot of market pressure there, and you know, they're the ones usually to figure out how to market something, right? So I'm really surprised that the stylists and that the presentation isn't there, and it is there in North Korea. Maybe you just need a critical mass of esports for that to happen. But yeah, that's how whoever does it right, whoever builds the FIFA or the WWE of esports is going to be doing that for sure. It's one of the fundamental aspects of making the presentation, getting the package together.
And I think personally, what's going to be really hard for esports, and I say this only out of personal experience. Maybe I don't represent everyone, but like I've been a nerd for like longer than most people watching this chat have been alive, and it's harder for me to accept that reality. Like, it's harder for me to accept the fact that the esports athletes that are going to be the most famous are the most attractive. It doesn't make sense. It's not fair. It's not fucking fair because I didn't choose what I look like. Oftentimes I don't choose my proportions or my metabolism or anything. But that's the way that it is. And it's I don't know. I always find it's exceptionally hard for people that like can actually think because it's a hard truth. But the fact is, like, it is a truth. Like, it is a truth. If you want the mainstream to come on board, if you want to have esports on television and not have people just mock it and laugh at it, you need to put your athletes up there and have them be respectably positioned in a way, in terms of their fashion, in terms of their style, whether it's their haircut, even their presentation in interviews needs to be completely arranged and focused on, and it's a big priority. And it sounds so stupid and irrelevant, but it's totally not. And we just can't take awkward basement nerds and throw them onto ESPN and think that my dad's going to watch the TV in a bar and be like, cool, keep the channel on League of Legends. I want to watch what this guy who's never talked to a girl has to say. No. It can't be that. It can't fucking be that. We need more Snoopays. We need more fucking elements, right? We need more grubbies.
There's also like the personality aspect is so important when it comes to entertainment. And not that I'm saying esports is just a form of entertainment. I think there's a lot more to it than that. But really, if you package it and present it as entertainment and you want it to succeed, personalities are paramount. And in fact, I was thinking about this the other day. Remember, Jarett, we mentioned Nicki Minaj in our last stream as like sort of our go-to pop sellout kind of music or whatever, because we're playing League of Legends. So obviously we listen to Nicki Minaj when we're playing. So there was that. And I was thinking about like our go-to. Oh, Jared's not listening again. I'll be back. He gets distracted sometimes.
I was being spoken to. Sorry, I was being spoken to.
So continue. At one point in time, Britney Spears was our go-to like bad sort of pop, like just for consumer, like marketed, packaged, produced, awesome, for to sell music, right? But it lacked soul or any kind of whatever you would typically associate with artistry. That authenticity of an artist expressing himself. It was a packaged product musically. And so Britney Spears, and I was thinking about that. Britney Spears was our go-to example for that back in the day. But now you look back, it's like, man, she can sing and dance. Like, that's great. Like, she's really good at singing and dancing. Now it's like Nicki Minaj is like, it's like replace singing and dancing with like narcissism and bad attitude. Like, it's like, but it's such a bravado attitude of like, fuck everybody. I'm going to be this personality that's strong. It's all it is a personality. That's what the product is. It's a personality packaged with some auto-tune and some like, whatever, I don't know what you want to call vocalizations. I'm sure there's a word for it. But like, it's not years of training and a very rare skill to like singing and dancing like Britney Spears. So it's like, isn't that funny that like Britney Spears is like super talented now in retrospect to the current.
It is. I know. And what's funny too, because I'm so dated and it dates me all the time, is I still default to Britney Spears when I want to compare something to a non-art.
No,
like,
man,
when I see, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, just because your shit isn't most popular, I mean, come on, look at Britney Spears. But I was like, Britney Spears, wasn't she that great artist that retired like years ago who made this great art? It's like, and then I compare it to Nicki Minaj, like, oh my God. Since I've Googled and watched, and I've never felt more sad about the state of planet Earth, like, ever. In fact, like, if you ever want to pray for Armageddon, like, you want to just look up in the sky and you just pray for meteors to rain the fuck down like Russia and just crush everything. Go watch a fucking Nicki Minaj video, and you tell me you want to still be on this planet, man. But really.
The whole reason why I bring this up is not to bash that and say it's not art and whatever.
No, I just will because I can.
The costume design, the music video directing, even the people that compose the music and write the music. There's merit to that, but it just shows you how important what she brings to the table is, which is the attitude, right? That's why it's like you can't say she's talentless because, hey, then there'd be 50 billion Nicki Minaj. There's a reason why she's big, right? And it's because of her attitude and her persona and her narcissism and sort of her culture, and that's the value. So it's like not that esports has to become Nicki Minaj, but it's like there is huge value in the presentation and in the bravado of the people that you're watching when you're presenting entertainment, and that's when personality comes in. So yeah, that's I hope Nicki Minaj takes up League of Legends. So
yeah.
It'll be good for the industry.
Yeah. Well, it's all related, man. It's the same point that fundamentally the average person cheers for or loves things for reasons that aren't specifically related to either whether it's the game or the music, and they're not always rational. And we're just humans, man. We're just humans. We're just animals. Don't ever think you're too special. And wow, yeah, jeez. Yeah, man. It's sad, and I hate it. Like, I think I hate it more than anyone. It makes it hard for me to say, and I hate to be saying it, but to break the next barrier, to really break the next barrier, we really want, StarCraft 2 on ESPN. We need to have our StarCraft 2 athletes be more presentable to my dad and mom. It's as simple as that. Or my sister, or my brother, or whoever else that doesn't play esports. They need to look at this guy and go like, who the fuck is this successful motherfucker? I don't even know what he does, but I can tell he's a successful motherfucker. You could show me any NHL hockey player, I'd be like, I don't know what that guy does, but he's fucking loaded and successful, and he's in good shape, and look at that. A lot of women want to have sex with that guy. He's doing something right. I mean, these things just read subconsciously all the time. And esports is still missing that in a big way. But Korea got that, no surprise. Brood War got that right away. Going to the gym, stylist. There's no fucking Korean professional Brood War players that don't have a stylist. They come out there, their hair's like, and they got like female fans with their cheerfuls, like, oh, he's so, look at his hair. Ooh. It's all it takes, a fucking haircut. That's it. Take a fucking haircut. That's it. Yeah. It's really simple. Really
the budget
simple.
Of the show is like like an actual stylist on set being able to is really just a drop in the bucket.
And it's done it. And it doesn't matter if you think it's stupid. It is stupid. It is stupid. But as a smart person, you have to just go, okay, it's stupid, but necessary, because most people aren't smart. And if I want them to make the thing that I love the biggest thing in the whole world and awesome for everybody, it has to appeal to them. And so the things that necessarily appeal to me as a hardcore esports fan are not going to appeal to my mom, my sister, my brother. They need the most basic things. And those, and what's funny, it's like tennis or hockey or anything else, or a Cher music concert appeals to them because they hit those basic fundamental needs of whether it's an attractive person, you know, a rich, famous person, whatever is like Big Brother on TV. Like there's all these fundamental human needs that aren't being met. Esports meets those, boom, fuck soccer, man. StarCraft 2, League of Legends, biggest sports in the world. Joel.
Hey.
On Reddit or something.
I'm on Reddit.
You can tell, man. It's the Reddit stare. Man. I can tell that Reddit stare. You know.
No, sorry. I just I don't really have anything to add to the whole esports conversation. I'm not I don't know. If you ask me from my point of view, is that I don't know if it'll ever get big in America, to be honest, dude. It's too complicated to watch a game of StarCraft 2. You need to know what units are doing, what unit does what, and what counters and shit. People don't want to fucking know that shit, dude. They want to know, oh, this ball goes into that net and it scores a goal? Yay!
Yeah, very true. In fact, we talked about the complexity of having to know. Like when I went down to the finals with Jarett, and you know, I hadn't played the game really all that much. I was like level 2 or whatever, and like I don't know all the functions of all the heroes. And, you know, during the selection screen, everyone's cheering about what the heroes are being selected and banned, and like I'm like, I don't fucking know anything about what's going on.
Like me, there's I don't know, dude. Like I don't think I personally could ever get into esports because I don't have the time to even dedicate to even know what's going on in a game like StarCraft 2, like let alone play it, you know, like. Well,
exactly, and I think, dude, like you're totally nailing it. It's exactly that. I watch football, like soccer, like European, like true football. I watch that shit.
Pick up on what's going on.
Exactly. I don't watch any of the leagues, man. Carmax, I was talking about fucking Manchester losing some shit. He's all mad. I don't fucking know anything. All I know is that every 2 years, every 2 years is a big tournament. It's either the Euro Cup or the World Cup. Every 2 years I watch one of those two tournaments. They're each every 4 years like that. And I know barely anything. I didn't learn till like the last one what fucking offside was, but I enjoyed the shit out of it because I have a fundamental understanding of human physics, like you know, our universe's physics, how humans interact with that physics, and a ball goes into a net, and I can appreciate when people do cool shit. Really super fucking fun. And until esports has that general appeal where you can step in for a moment and be like, okay, well, what's happening here? A couple guys doing this thing that I can kind of fundamentally relate to. Oh, ball went in the net. Or guy got a kill, like League of Legends. Oh, kill! Oh, double kill! Yeah. Oh, everybody cheers. It's fucking easy. But if you're trying to introduce them to something as complex as StarCraft, where at no moment in the entire game is there a point scored, there is only a very fluid back and forth until a victory. It's too fucking challenging. It's just too fucking hard, man. And how are you going to get into that? In fact, like, I mean, I have played like 1,000 at least hours of StarCraft 2. I have watched way more than that. Still, sometimes I'm confused. I'm like watching. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what's happening. And yet, I'm not confused watching soccer. Like, fuck, I've never played it. Like, fuck, right? So there's a problem fundamentally with design right there. That comes down to game design. But
I think like FPS would have maybe the best chance, especially in North America, of becoming big esports wise, because it is almost like kill point, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But as someone just said in chat, they brought up a good point of like it's like not very camera presentable. You know, you gotta switch between.
That was another thing I was gonna say is the whole presentation of it all. Like they need to present it better. Like I know there's like these observers that control the camera and shit, but I don't know, like I don't know how to say it, but there's got to be a better way of showing an overall like map of what's going on type of thing. Where'd Jarett go?
He got distracted and is doing something else. And here we have a special guest star.
Across the screen now.
I think we're getting a little bit of the show here. I think it's getting freaky. I think Jarett got broken into. And
yeah, probably.
This is the intruder. This is like an art film. Where did they get that mask?
It's pretty cool.
So, I don't know if I want to say who it is, but some of these people have interacted with this person before over email. That's a sex mask? What?
Joel, what is it like working with Olin? Olin Rogers is awesome.
Yeah, man. How's all that shit going? Are you shooting anything?
Yeah, actually, if you don't mind me plugging some real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Is it a certain Indiegogo campaign?
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you want, I mean, we pretty much raised all the funds, so right now, if you want to contribute to the project, it's more of just you getting the chance to see the film, because we're going to do the whole festival tour with it. So, I mean, what it is, I guess, for those that don't know it there, you want to go check out indiegogo.com/Gary Goldwater. It's a short film that I wrote, and I'm going to be working with Olin Rogers and Clinton Jones from Cardboard Warfare 2, and a lot of Freddie Wong videos that he does, and like Video Game High School and shit. And yeah, we're going to be filming March 2nd to the 9th. So I'm flying down there next week, man. Flying down to LA.
Sweet.
Thanks EV Ba for linking that for me, man. But yeah, so like I did the whole film festival tour with it. So if you want to see this film in the next year or so, the only way of really doing that is getting in on that perk. I love that gas mask. That gas mask is cool.
It probably turns you on, man. I know. I know what you're into, man.
Someone's saying they heard "Punish Me, Mistress."
They might have in the background. They might have.
From your stream.
I'm really sorry for that. There was some scheduling overlap tonight.
Did we mention that the sex dungeon is where Jarett
totally fictional? What? Nobody goes to those. Oh my god. Did I tell you I'm standing up? Did I mention that earlier? That I'm standing up this whole time? I haven't been sitting. I did, right? Oh wait, hold on a sec. Oh wow, Razer. If Razer's watching, check this out, man. They should improve their product. I won't say bad product design. I'll say could be better. Watch this. See that? Logo's backwards.
Yeah. Well,
They should have it read so when I dip my head and go right?
It's a question of whether people, when they see an overhead view of you, they're looking from behind or they're looking from.
It's true.
Yeah, why have they seen the top of your head, dude?
Well, just because I'm laughing because what you said was so funny. And then see, then they
old like Apple laptops have the logo visible so that when you closed it, you were looking at it right side up. Was that how it was?
Oh, I don't know.
But now, of course, they're like, they're upside down so that you can see the logo. Yeah. Who knows?
Totally, man.
I might have to. I can't believe we've been on for this long. I might have to get going here soon, guys.
That's all right. Well, you know what? It's actually 9, so you got to get going soon. Is like when
Yo, Joel, 4 hours minimum.
We only told you the stream ended 3 minutes ago, fucker. Oh shit, son. I'm supposed to go to some kind of party that involves masks. I don't even know what the fuck I've gotten into tonight.
Jesus, what the hell, man? Where are you?
I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. Questioning my own existence. This-
Sure, that one.
What's that? This is what I've been shared. This is my pre-reading. This is to get me ready.
An armchair that had a vagina.
It might have said that. Let's see.
So that's a book.
It is a book. It has words.
That's to get you ready for this party?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you going to like some crazy swingers party where there might be like or something?
Swinging? What? You're crazy, man. I'm only 30-something. I'm not 40-something. Jesus. Swinging. Fuck. I don't know. It's a whole book about something. It has pictures. Actually, pretty funny pictures of couches with vaginas.
So, here's the brand association. Let's not do
What's
this.
going on in that picture?
Not do this.
It's a simple book. That's a scientific terminology. I didn't exactly hold up a book that said "fuck the bitches." I held up a book that had the word vagina in the title, but it's true. I won't put it near the title.
Dude,
But
there's a pussy on that couch.
No,
what
it's-
are you doing?
dude, come on. It looks like a bug. Like, I mean, it looks like a mitochondria. Like, honestly, it looks like I'm in biology class or something. Anyway.
Yeah, biology.
Yeah, no, Jesus, I can't believe it's after 9. We started as our pre-gaming talk, ended up being 3 hours. And look at that, our viewers held up and went the whole way, too.
I think they like the talking more
Yeah, I
than the
think
gaming.
they do.
It seems, yeah.
They do, yeah. Especially Danily3. He really likes to talk, and that guy. He brings girls home, they're like, let's have sex. He's like, nah, let's just talk all night. I'm more into the talking.
Oh, somebody said no more games. Did you mean a comma in there, or is it no more games?
Ah!
Like, could you? That's kind of ambiguous. I don't know if it means what you think it means. I don't know.
I don't think it means what he thinks it means.
What
Dude,
word you keep saying?
awkward. I can't even believe how the word awkward is being used these days. It's really like
There's so many where I'm just like, I don't think.
I don't know if it's because I'm old and I'm like, and maybe I'm not into the 12-year-old mindset or something, and maybe that is the appropriate word when your comedy senses haven't developed to a 14-year-olds yet, and you're not.
I'm getting a
But,
warning from my iPad. I got like 5% battery life left, which means.
Ah, fuck! Apple's shitting on the stream. Apple's taking the stream down. Fucking
Shitting all over us.
shitey. Take off your shirts. Okay. No, not this time. I'll take off a little bit, but you can't see it. Oh! I'm a bit lighter than last stream chat. I don't know if you noticed. Anybody notice? Anybody notice?
What?
I'm losing weight. I'm in the process of a diet.
You look kind of skinny, man.
Oh, really? I'm dieting, yeah. This is my first beer in like quite a few days. My diet is no beer. It's like live your life like you normally did. Get up, do some exercise, do whatever, but don't drink beer. Weight gone. Imagine that. Fucking Canadian diet, man. No beer, shit, you'll be skinny in no time. Cocaine, a guy in the chat says, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do another Kickstarter so I can afford it. And,
Jared's cocaine, Indiegogo, what?
did someone say that?
No, I was thinking that, like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's so off the wall and ironic.
It is,
and,
it
like,
is.
So, like, new. What if somebody started a Kickstarter for a drug habit that has potential?
It totally is. Cocaine is just like $200 per ounce, says a guy in the stream chat.
And then someone's like, are you crazy? Like, no way, my dealer gives it to me way
Hey,
cheaper.
those prices.
And then a guy who's actually done coke says, are you fucking insane? It's like, $200 an ounce. I don't know where you live, but I'm changing businesses right now and importing from where you live to where I live and rolling in the money. Tony Montana Kickstarter. Oh, dude, totally. I wonder, man. It makes me. I'm experimental in nature. You know, if I made a Kickstarter with a picture of me as Tony Montana doing a pile of blow this big, and I said,
dude,
I need money to do a pile of blow this big, do people give it to that? What the fuck? I don't know.
Combine it with the idea that we had. Remember that idea a couple years ago? A show we wanted to do called Fucked?
I do!
You just combine it with that.
That's true. That's true. You make a Kickstarter for Fucked. It's a good idea, man.
It's a great idea.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, but okay, seriously though, disclaimer, like, don't do drugs.
Of course, don't do drugs, Jesus.
And actually, in all seriousness, and not a non-ass covering, like on Reddit a few days ago, there was the death pictures of Chris Farley.
Oh, what?
Did you see them?
No, I didn't, dude.
Oh man, just brutal. Like you look at them and you're like, okay, I'm never doing speedball. I'm never even going anywhere near that. I'm never like, just man, it's just fucking scary. Like you look at him, the way he died. You know, like.
Can you get? I need some verbal description here. What?
Just we'll search Reddit if you want to see it. But I don't know.
I don't. I just would rather
really
you
bad.
tell me. Yeah.
Well, it's like he's lying on the floor in his 1997 apartment, I guess, or his house. And there's people don't want to hear this. Come on.
All right.
I'll tell you later. It's pretty bad, but it's like
brutal.
It's like
brutal.
You look at that, you're like, man, a guy that had everything going for him, he's living his dream.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
he's living your dream, man. Maybe he just wanted to be a StarCraft 2 player, man. Might not be his dream.
Well, shit, he could have retired and then.
It's like I just wanted to play esports and I'm a fucking famous actor. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could have happened.
Yeah, it might have been the what the fuck subreddit. I don't know. If you Google
brutal.
Reddit, Chris Farley death photos.
Brutal.
Someone's linking them in chat. Don't click it if you're like, faint of heart. It's not pleasant.
Holy Jesus.
Like that's like the best don't do drugs I've ever experienced. And there's actually 3 of them, so if you're interested, you'll want to see them all.
All right.
Well, man, because I had just fuck. Oh, I was just lined up that speedball. I was just about to do it, and this changed my life, Geoff. Thank you very much. I wasn't content with being happy in life and working and doing. I was like, I really need to do speedballs. Oh, I don't need. Whoa, Jesus. Anyway, poor Chris Farley. Fuck. Anyway, wish I didn't look at that. Okay. So
you can't end on that note. Oh fuck. Oh.
we can't end that. Don't.
You just have to talk about drugs. You got to do the. You got to balance things out.
Yeah, here I'll end it on a better note for all the fans then.
Please do.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, headshot!
Oh yeah, man.
He actually did it. What?
Yeah, man.
Wow, Joel. I didn't expect it, man. All right.
Look at the chat's just erupting.
Yeah. we were in like the darkest place ending this chat. Joel just fucking, I'll say that shit. Did you guys just take a massive drug ditch? Let me fucking jump out of that shit. I'm on the verge of crying. I'm like looking at Chris Farley's corpse. What the fuck am I just touched? Joel's like, boom, headshot! Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh wow. All right. Well, you know what? Well, I can't have a monitor because I don't know if you've seen my situation, but I'm standing. It's all fucked up. I'll grab the camera. I'll hump the camera if I can without breaking it. Hold on, I gotta whip it up. Oh my Jesus. Where's this camera? This is my crotch.
Okay, you're done making out with the camera, and that's a cut.
Oh, it's right there.
That's a wrap.
your face close to the screen now. Put your cheek against your monitor. Trust me, it's good.
Oh my god, that looked awful.
Alright, now put your...
The biggest sex toy in my mouth.
Alright, yeah, you guys need to talk to me about sex toys. Alright. Alright. It's a good way to go out. It's a pretty solid way to go out tonight.
Right.
I don't even know. Yeah, we're gonna stop. It will never end. So, I have to go now.
Yeah.
And they have to go now too. And we'll be back. Next Thursday is the next day. We're going back to the afternoon for next Thursday. So it'll be noon EST next Thursday.
Noon Eastern.
Next Thursday, noon Eastern. That time we'll play a game.
Okay, I'll be in LA then.
Shooting what?
Shooting Gary Goldwater. The death of Gary Goldwater.
Have you talked about that at all, or was I? Did you?
Yeah, we were gone.
Oh, I was gone. Okay,
But,
okay, sweet.
Yeah, I'll mention once again, indiegogo.com/Gary Goldwater if you want to check out this movie in the next year. Like I said, we're going to do the film festival thing, so it's not going to be on YouTube for at least another year probably. If you want to see it, go donate.
What's the link, man?
Indiegogo.com/Gary Goldwater. I think somebody linked it in the chat. There you go.
Oh, well.
Yeah, shooting that next week with Olin Rogers and Clint Jones and Brett Driver, man. So I'm super stoked.
Yeah, I'm a bit bummed you didn't cast me. You threw me aside and cast Olin instead. But that's all right, man. That's all right.
Motherfucker.
I'm just kidding. No, man. I'm super excited. Joel will be in LA filming. If you manage to squeeze on Skype, come on. If not, Geoff and I will be here. In fact, Geoff, you're going to be in the room next week, right?
That's
next
right,
week,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll be in Toronto, so
Yeah.
we'll be in the room. And,
Yeah, so Geoff will be here. And this will be more done. The people that own this new apartment have told me that they will have been finished constructing by then, and they'll have space, and Geoff and I might even be in chairs. Jesus.
Nice.
It'd be
I'll
pretty
have
awesome.
free time, man. So if we're not shooting next Thursday, then I'll hop on for sure.
Sweet, dude. Well, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
man, thanks.
Have a good night.
Anyways, guys, good to see you both. Love you all in the chat. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye, Joel, and bye, everybody else in the chat. We're going to say goodnight from Geoff and I. Close down the chat. I have a Friday night to attend to.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us and hearing us chit-chat for 3 hours and 50 minutes. Jesus, that went fast.
Fucking ever.
Forever. Go home, buy some Razer gear. Have a good night.
All right, bye.